Hey y'all, where's my sign? Take the cookie out the shower, Stacia. Take the cookie out the shower, girl. You is too old to be dishing it out in the shower in front of the whole wide world. Yes, Angel. Take the cookie out the shower. It's Saturday morning. Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful, cool day in Jersey. I am liking cool. I will take cool over 111 degrees. How y'all doing this morning? Happy Saturday. Happy August. July is over. My Lord, July goes by so fast. Come on in the room. Share this out if you can. Oh, excuse me. Let's get a few more people in the room. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I have been trying uh everything to get on here, and I just haven't been able to get on here. I actually did watch Married at First Sight, half of it on Wednesday night, and I finished the other half yesterday. Thursday, I woke up and I got an email from my editor. I needed to rewrite something, so I spent Thursday morning rewriting, and so that's why I didn't come on. And then yesterday evening, I was like, I'm gonna go on, and then I came home and I was like, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Share this out if you can. Thumbs up, please, as you come in the room. We're gonna talk about Married at First Sight season 15, episode 4. I know this is a surprise, but I like to surprise y'all. I'm sharing these out, so just come on in, say hi, let me know you're here. Come on in the room. I'm sharing these out. So I say I have to jump on today. I have to jump on today, and that's why I'm here. First, RST. Come on in the room. 15. Come on in the room. Say hi. Thumbs up. Okay, I see. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, it's called World. Hey, Love Feels. Good morning. Good morning. 10 people in the room. Come on in the room, please. Come on, in here. Come on, in here. Come on, in here. How's everybody doing? How's your summer going? I hate summer, as most of you know, if you've been with me for a minute. I despise summer. Like, why do we need to have summer? Did you guys enjoy this week's episode of Married at First? I really enjoyed it. I love the shower scene. I know a lot of people are freaking out. I really enjoyed the shower scene, even though I wish she hadn't done it. I am just so uncomfortable with how comfortable Stacia is with Nate, but I do understand, and I'm gonna do a video on that. I did see the spoilers. Did you guys see the spoilers? I did see the spoilers. I didn't want to see the spoilers until I did my video, but I'm still going to do my video. And the video I was going to do is, will Stacia be a Brianna or a Merla? I was leaning towards she. Well, I ain't gonna tell y'all what I think because I want y'all to come back and watch the video, so y'all know that's what I'm going to be talking about. Um, and then I was thinking maybe she's like Stephanie. I don't know. Stacia reminds me so much of Stephanie. Remember Stephanie, y'all? 19 people in the room. Thumbs up. Check those thumbs up for me. Do you guys remember Stephanie? Stephanie and what's his name? I want to say, will Stacia be a Brianna, Merla, or a Stephanie? But Brianna and Merla has the same problem where their men were not financially stable. And so we, in the beginning, we knew, if you go back and watch my video, we knew that Brianna has self-love issues. So women, especially who have self-love issues, they don't mind buying love, taking care of a man so that he can love them, aka Brianna. Okay. And then the Merla situation, she's like, oh hell no, I've worked too hard to get what I get. I'm not going, I'm not about to take care of you. And then, but Stephanie is different. Stephanie's different in that, what's her husband's name? What was Stephanie's husband's name? Okay, AJ. Stephanie and AJ was different in that AJ was financially secure, but he was just emotionally immature for a man. Does that make sense? And so that's why I'm like, no, I don't really want to put Stephanie in there, because Stephanie, Merla, and Brianna had different issues. Merla and Brianna had the same issues where they were matched with men who were not financially stable. And we kind of knew Brianna was going to stick it through because she got self-love issues, and, she wanted a tan man so she could have not so dark-skinned babies. And then Merla is like, oh hell no, I'm not about to take care of a grown man. Okay. So that's the video I'm gonna do. So we're gonna talk about all of that. I have about 1 good hour to spend with you today, and then I'm gonna take a nap because I feel my nap coming on. Till 11 o'clock is my nap time. It's time for me to go get ready for my nap. All right, let's see who's in the room. Okay. Angel, hey Angel. La la la. I'm on the wrong thing. Here I go. I'm on the right thing. Angel. It's Call World of Feels. Good morning. Miss Boogie. Boogie or Bougie. Hey, cousin. Shellen, good morning. Wait a minute. I forgot. Shellen, good morning. Roberta, I'm not comfortable because they will not make it. All right. She seemed like a Brianna. Thank you, Miss Car World. I love that you have on, girl. What's that? Is that a robe? Is that my robe you have on? That gives Merla vibes about her money. Okay, girl, I understand. And I'm gonna drop the link to anybody want to come up. I haven't spent any time with you guys. I don't know when was the last time I went live. So I'm gonna try to stay on with you guys for a minute, 2 minutes. AJ, thank you, Marquise. Hey, Marquise, I haven't seen you in forever. D, hey, please roast Alexis. She's getting on my nerves. Also, why did Morgan keep saying that she was independent and can throw Bing to the floor? Girl, we gonna talk about that bull this morning, okay? Stacia is giving Brianna to me. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Right? And so, ladies, I have a course coming up. First of all, I have a course coming up on my husband list. So if you want to take that course, please prepare yourselves and prepare your coins, okay? It's a course that I am building, which is one of the reasons why you don't see me as much on YouTube, because I'm trying not to spend so much time on YouTube, because YouTube, you have to I want my stuff to work for me without me being on YouTube. Do you understand what I mean? So my course will work for me while I'm sleeping. So that's why you don't see me. I haven't been up here since Tuesday, right? I'm busy. I'm working on my books, but in my course, I am working on the husband list and helping you to figure out what you want, okay? I've helped a few girls to do their husband list, and I'm telling you, they are dating like I dated. They drop these men like hot potatoes, okay? After that, I'm going to do a course on you, the woman, so you can figure out who you are. Are you a Brianna? Okay, to me, yes, I agree with you guys. Stacia's like Brianna, but they also have two different issues. Brianna has self-love issues. Um, she has the whole complexion issue. She's a beautiful girl. She's gorgeous, okay? And then with Stacia, she has the age issue, which unfortunately, if you go back to my video that I did at the matching session, I said, it's crazy, and not these words, but this is the context that even on a TV show, a successful Black woman still ended up with a Pookie. Right, because a lot of women older who has not met that guy has finally decided to kind of settle and compromise what they want so that they can have somebody, or have a legalized a baby in covenant or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be talking about that, and I think that's why we have to be careful of what we put out, because you attract stuff. So that's one of the things we'll do. This Aria Morgan is a cute. She's beautiful. Miss Cute. Morgan is beautiful. All the girls are beautiful. All of the ladies are beautiful. Stacia wants love more than Merla. She gonna be more like Brianna. Yes. See, Merla is I don't give a. I work for what I have, and you're not about to come up in here and be a dusty, okay? So Stacia can, maybe she's both of them, right? She has self-love issues, right? But then she's maybe at the age where she's like, well, this is the best I'm going to do. Okay? So she's definitely not a Merla, because Merla is like me. I don't give a hoot. Goodbye, get out of my life, okay? Roberta, not after the post-nup convo. I'm not sure what you don't trust your boy. What kind of bull crap is that? What kind of bull crap is that? We've seen people challenge prenup and one, and you want her to trust you? Boy, bye. Hopefully, Stacia realized before it's too late. I think she will. I hope so. Alexis is just here to secure the bag. Stephanie, morning, ladies. Happy Saturday. Roberta, please click the like button. Be sure to check it, girls. Ladies, Stacia asked Nate to sign a post. Not masculine nowadays is on life support. He gonna say, what? You don't trust my boy? Like, if it don't work out, you gonna go before the court and be like, I don't want none of her stuff. The only man that I've ever seen do that was Bishop Weeks, but that's because Bishop Weeks had his money too. Bishop Weeks had money. Juanita Bonnets had money. He was like, no, I'm good. But if she's taking care of him, which she's going to be taking care of him, and she wants to live all over, he can't afford it. He's going to, hello, Mary J. Blige, hello. Let's talk about all these women, Mary J. and all these girls that marry these bums that get a divorce that have to end up paying them. Hey, Bree. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Janice. Good morning. This is Deetra. Hey, girl. How you doing, babes? Princess Lake. Good morning, darling. Mitch doesn't like a woman that is D. That us D? Huh? What that mean, girl? Chantel, good morning. Mitch doesn't like a woman who is done up, but likes Kristen Ma. He just doesn't like Kristen. He don't think she's attractive. She's not. He doesn't find her attractive. I really don't like Mitch. I don't think anybody likes Mitch. Stacia gives me Stephanie vibes more so than Brianna. How? Stephanie issue wasn't money. As what's his name? AJ. Unless they didn't talk about it. But AJ seemed to have been financially comfortable. Okay, he just had issues. And Stephanie, I guess they're not gonna have any kids because, well, how old is she now? Mitch wants a glam woman, but doesn't want to pay for it, and he wants to be able to neg her. Yeah. See, Mitch is giving me Dusty vibes. He's giving me Dusty vibes, and I said that in my last video. I look forward to the course. I drop guys quick, and I'm being told no one is perfect, but I'm still not. I still say, yeah. See, they want us to settle. They wanted Merla to settle, like they wanted Brianna to settle, like they want Stacia to settle. That's what they want us to do. Right? And we're not doing that. But because we don't have self-love issues, Roberta. See, women who have self-love issues like Brianna, they don't mind taking care of their husbands. They don't mind taking care of him because they feel like if I take care of him, at least I'll have somebody to love me. But what usually happens, the men usually grow up and mature up and is like, F this, I'm out, you're always going to be throwing in my face what you did for me and how you took care of me. And now they want a woman to praise them. So in the long run, Brianna, they don't work out. In the long run. Okay, struggle don't work. Okay, somebody's gonna get tired. They give accomplishment to the white girls, right? Like, I was saying to my coworker the other day, what's his name? The red haired girl. What's his name? His last name is Thompson. I can't think of his name. I'm like, why can't they find black men like that? But what my girlfriend said, because accomplished black men are not coming on this show. They're not coming on this show. The engineers, the doctors, the lawyers, the marketing guys, the executives, they're not coming on these type of shows. Okay? They're not coming on here. So that's why. The last couple doesn't want each other. You mean Bing and Morgan? All the girls that say is good looking. LOL, first season ever. Yes, they are all beautiful girls. Good morning. Hey, Beverly. Christian Animations. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, lost a few more people. But Joby, I don't get why Stacia came on here. I'm sure they are professional matchmakers. They are professional matchmakers, but if you go back and watch my video I did on Stacia, she's too masculine. Stacia is way too Stacia is not going to get the man she wants. She's not, and she's not gonna meet the man, and she's too stuck in her ways. She has to unlearn all that she's learned. And she's not, she doesn't get the revelation, right? She doesn't get the revelation. She doesn't understand it. In order for Stacia to unlearn all the masculinity and all the strong, independent black woman, it's going to take her 20 years to unlearn. This is why I keep telling you, to those of you who are listening to me, mama, daddy, auntie, uncle, cousin, please tell our girls. Teach our girls. Tell them now so they don't get 37 and 40. If you watch Ready to Love with what's her name, she said, my mama told me, you don't go to school, you don't need a man. And she was like, she get to 40. She's like, but I'm tired. And now at 40, she's tired. She wants a man, right? She wants a husband because she's tired, but she don't understand the purpose of a husband. She's going to have to unlearn. And by the time she unlearn, it's going to take her 20 years. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, Stacia is not. She's not going to get the Michael. She's not going to get the Barack. She's not going to get the, I was trying to hook her up with, I was saying, she needs a Barack. She needs, what's that black Republican from Texas? I never remember his name, but I like him. Like, he is so, to me, but I like smart men. So I understand why I find him extremely attractive. I was trying to hook her up with one of those men, but no, she want to be a man. She want to be a leader. So, unfortunately, Stacia will always attract the Nates and the Pookie, the Raries, and the Dusty, and the Tyrones. She will never attract the Psalm 23 husband. I'm sorry. Okay. It's unfortunate, but she's not going to track him. Exactly, Erica. I love your braids. Good morning, darling. Marcus, Nate's wife has daddy issues. Right, right. Stacia has daddy issues. Nate has mama issues. Do you see how you attract stuff, y'all? I was sitting there like I got the revelation. He wants a mama, and she wants a father. But women, we can survive more. I think we can more than men. She's gonna mother him. She's gonna smother him. And he's gonna be okay with that. But he's eventually gonna get to the place. He's 34, right around 40. If they stay together. He's gonna grow up and he's gonna man up and he's gonna be gone. Okay, so Nate has mama issues, Stacia has daddy issues. You put two people together that have issues. Jamie, thank you, Marcus. Jamie, like, why can't we have the Jamies of the black men on here? You know what I mean? For women like Stacia. Struggle love is not my vibe. Amen. No accomplished black men are not coming on this show. They don't need to. They are in demand. No need to. Right. They are in demand. They're being taken out off the market. Quick, fast, and hard. Same with Ready to Love. The best men are not stepping foot on these will pack. That's right. Because when they went to DC, girl, I was so ashamed, y'all. Do y'all remember? I was like, oh my God, DC, girl, I love DC. It's going to be senators and lawyers and all that. Girl, when they brought I was so ashamed, girl. I had to wear a brown. Did y'all remember? I had to put a brown paper bag. I had to put a brown paper bag over my head, y'all. I was so ashamed. I was like, do y'all remember? Let me see if I find this video. Girl, when they came out with the men from DC, I was like, no. I was like, we're the senators. Where are... I was like, where are the senators? Let me see if I find that video, y'all. I was like, what in the world? Ready to Love DC. Let's see if I have it. Russell, Love is Blind. Wait a minute. Divorce. Let me go back. Oh, here go. Girl, Ready to Love. Was that season 6? I was like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed, y'all. I was like, no, that was a season 6. Where's the one with the paper bag over my head? Girl, I was like, no. This the best DC has. I was like, this is what DC brought me. I was so embarrassed, y'all. I was embarrassed. I was like, no, Lord. No. Say it ain't so. Put a ring on it. This rug, Lord marriage. I can't find it. But I'm going to find that video. I'm going to find it. Let me tell you. Girl, when they came, I said, I was so ashamed. I was hiding for 3 weeks. I was hiding for 2 weeks. I was like, no, I can't show my face. I was all excited. I was telling the people to watch. I was like, girl, DC's going to be on fire. I was like, girl, this is DC. If I had knew when I was single, if it had occurred to me, girl, I would have moved to DC, went to DC. I would be in DC every weekend trying to snag me a husband. Girl, it wasn't until it was late. And when they showed the men, I was like, that's the best DC could do. But the fact is, These men who are of means and of standards are not coming on these shows. Okay, they will not be coming on these shows. These Will Packer shows. Oh no, I can't find it. I still want the paperback over my head. But anyways, y'all might have remembered it. I had to put the brown paperback over my head. My good just was like, the accomplished are applying but not being picked for some reason. You think so? But didn't Dr. Cal say at one time they have a hard time finding black men for the show who actually want to marry? This is true. This is true. Because I think Nate wanted a white girl. I don't think he wanted a black woman. Gruen should be left his mother pick his wife. But that culture is very involved. Also, successful black men don't always have the social pressure or sometimes the inclination to get married. This is true. It says a lot about Stacia during her wedding. They mention her accomplishment and not her character. Thank you, Orion. You know who leads with accomplishments? Men. Exactly. Exactly. Spread. Speaking of 10 years to unlearn, I wonder how Vernisha is doing. Vernisha's doing the same. The same. She ain't doing no better because you have to actually sit down and learn. Do you think Justin is all he comes off as a virgin to me? I think he's very off. But no, rumor has it he was a celibate for no year and a half. I watch the show and I would not want to go through that. They go through on the show. Me either. Nate isn't attracted to Stacia. I don't think so either. Thank you. I said the same thing. Not a brown paper girl. I did. I'm gonna find that video. If I were being matched, I would ask to include all races of men to limit. That's such a one girl. A man isn't smart. Hey, not when women look like a pack of beat. Mitch must need some money real bad. Oh yeah, of course. Nate is attracted to the friend that he's. But you know what? The thing is, we can't even get mad at them because they didn't put themselves on the show yet. Nate likes the white girl, white chocolate. Mitch will drag it out to collect the check, but Kristen tells him she'll pack his bags. Let me share this out, and then so was I the only one? Like, when are they gonna bring on this wedding? Why did they leave the wedding for the end? Why did they leave Morgan and Bing's wedding for the end? That's what I wanted to see. They had it on, dragged it out to the end. I'm like, I came to see the wedding, the dress, and the tux. Where's my phone, y'all? My phone's been acting up, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, y'all. My phone. So, who's in Illinois? If you win the lottery, don't forget your cousins, okay? Somebody in Illinois won the lottery. Who was it? Show your face. Show your face. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm about to just go ahead and call. Okay, here go. Ooh, I'm about to say call the ambulance. Call call the ambulance. I was deleting stuff off my phone because I can't figure out what's wrong with my phone. It's been really slow down. I've deleted pictures, I've deleted messages, and it's still slow. So I thought I accidentally deleted my Google Docs. Okay, y'all. Did I greet everybody? I didn't pass anybody, right? 69 people in the room. And so what did y'all think with Kristen talking about? I don't understand. I don't understand the whole issue with the jammies and stuff like that with Kristen. Oh, I left the sexy ones. Then you have crazy Lindy over here. And I'm like, did they rush to pack? Like, you knew you was gonna get married in 2 weeks. So my thing is, why didn't you have your stuff ready, Kristen? And that Kristen, she's horny, honey. She wants some dickling, okay? She wants some dickling. Okay. She wants her Athens wedding took place. Athens. Who Athens? I didn't Bing have COVID, but then he got better. The wedding took place. Uh-huh. I'm in Illinois, but didn't play. Oh my Lord, Stephen. Morgan is more masculine than all the men. This thank you. Absolutely. She's I'm sure I mean, we gonna find out later. Jan, what would you do if you won the ladder? First thing I would do is give my 2 weeks notice, okay? Girl, no, financial advisor said whenever you come into a large amount of money, you should not make any decisions for a year. No major decisions. Don't buy a house, don't buy a car, don't give nobody no money, don't do anything. Just act normal and be normal and be normal. So that's what I would do. Okay, for 1 year, don't do anything. But me personally, I wouldn't be at the job for another year. I'm just letting y'all know. I'll just let y'all know I will be there for another year. But that's what financial advisors advise, okay? So then you have Mitch talking about you won't force stuff because you're not attracted to her. And I don't like the word force, okay? Because if you find someone attractive, you kiss and whatever. You let the road lead to where he met. Okay, but Kristen wants it, honey. I did not like when Bing said to his mom that if she sees something she doesn't like, she should let him know so they can work it out. Yeah, I didn't like that, but I think that with Bing, we have to understand the culture, okay? And so in their culture, it's a lot. Their culture is a lot like the African culture. It's very involved, mama, which is how I'm going to be with little Michael. I want my son to be like Bing, but not cheap or frugal or anything like that. I want to be involved. I want him to keep me involved and let me know because I'm praying right now. When I pray over my son, I'm praying right now for God to prepare a wife for him, okay? You'll have to speak those things that are not as though they were, okay? Hey, Emily. Thank you. Welcome, Emily. Everyone, welcome, Emily. This is her first live. Hey, T Mac. Hello, everyone. Hey, Roberta. Wish I had the flying emojis. The laughing one would still be flying. Actually, Arby. Hey. Hello, my love. Actually, Arby, you didn't go live yet for your thing, did you, girl? My neighbor across the street won the lottery this year and has not done anything visibly. Yeah, there's the financial advisor said don't do nothing. Mm-hmm. So let me tell you what I don't like about Kristen. Okay, Kristen is a pygmalion. She goes in the bathroom, she takes her makeup off, and she said, "Oh, this is me. And if I was going out on a date, this is what I would be." And I'm like, "Use a lie, Kristen." I don't wear makeup. I wear very minimal makeup, and what I wear. It's just to even out my skin tone. Okay, even in the summer, I don't wear anything. Like, the winter, you'll see me, I'm a little bit dolled up. I have a little bit of eyeshadow and a little bit of, rouge, a little bit of stuff on, okay? And I mean, in the summer, I like to give my skin a break, and it's hot and you're sweating and stuff. So the most I will do in the summer, like I did this morning, is just take my powder brush and just even out my skin tone, because that's what a lot of women, especially Christian women, don't understand. Girl, you look raggedy walking around with uneven skin tone. So you just powder or the liquid that goes to your skin, go to the store, get you some CC cream, you put it on the brush, and all you're doing is even out your skin tone. So Kristen, don't tell me you will go on a date and not even out your skin tone. You will go on a date as a single woman trying to meet you a man and wash your face and go outside. And this is another point somebody brought up that I totally forgot. Somebody can remind me If I'm in error, but did she not say she used to be president of the sorority? Did she not say that? Was that not Kristen? And you know, those sorority girls, honey, they don't play. Okay, they don't come out the house looking raggedy and beat, but I feel like Kristen is such a pygmy that she will become what a man wants just so she can say she have a man. Okay, I think that she comes off as, excuse me, super masculine, that men are not attractive to her, so she will try to become what they want. It's just like a lot of women who, you know, you're 40 and now you're realizing, I was just looking at one of my notes that they lied to you that you don't need a man, and now you're 40 and you're tired and you want a husband to take care of you and you want to have a baby, and now you're like, oh my God. And now you start to fake femininity. Like, I can pick fake femininity out like a sore thumb, okay? Because you're trying to become something that you are not. As a matter of fact, my femininity course, I would love to have it ready by next year. I don't know if I'm going to have it ready, but I'm going to have it ready, okay? So get your coins ready. But she's trying to become something she's not. Because not even me, I rarely wash my face, put on my SPF, my day cream, and go out the house. It has to be that I'm breaking out. And I don't know what it is, y'all. I might need to see my dermatologist about this. But whenever I use anything new on my face, I break out. It's crazy. Anytime, if you see me, you could tell when I'm using something new. If you see a pimple, something, you can be like, I guess because of Janice, she must be using something new on her face. Every time, it never fails. And I don't use the same thing consistently because your skin get used to it and then it doesn't work anymore. So right now I'm using like a vitamin C day cream and night cream. And so I got something else and I was like, let me see how this feels. And I used it and I broke out. But if I keep using it, then my skin will get used to it. Okay. So I don't like how Kristen is being a pygmy, okay? I just don't like it. Bing said he doesn't like to use air conditioner. Girl, I don't know how. I have mine on right now. Right now, I have mine on. He wasn't joking, girl. He's trying to save money. Okay. Emily, the cousins are saying hi to you. Nate's wife is tired of being single and childless, and they are both ready to build a family. He can't afford it. He can't afford a family. He can't afford it. That's why he want a boss B, because he wants somebody who's at the age where she's tired and she's willing to settle. Who's Jamie? Jamie was one of the husbands from, I don't know, about 4, 5, 6 seasons ago. She's married. He's married to Liz. Elizabeth is her name. Kristen is one right now. However, I think that will change. Is what? Kristen is what? Honestly, most people are unfulfilled and miserable in life because of their ego. True. Parents should not be so involved. Once you've done your job as a parent, it's for the child to get the. I don't agree with that, because that's not biblical. The parents are very much involved, but what I don't want is to be overwhelming, and I don't want my son marrying somebody I did not approve. And I need to add that to my son will not marry a woman that I do not approve of, because I would not marry a man that my dad did not approve of. My father, Pastor Bradshaw, I told him, I said, the man we agree on is the one I'm going to marry. My father, either he like him or I don't like him. Or I like him, he don't like him. We've never agreed on a man, me and my dad. Never. Not one time. I've been with Pastor Bradshaw since I was 17. From the time of 17 until I met my husband, my dad and I have never one time agreed on a guy. Never. And my dad liked Mr. Kryptonite. He didn't meet him, but I was telling him, he was like, I sound like this is it. But I was like a little bit iffy. You know what I mean? Kristen paid for her ring and previous sister witness speaks. Yes, girl, she desperate. Ooh, child, I just got dizzy. Yeah, you're quarterly in next Saturday, August 6th. Ooh, girl, you know that's Lexi's birthday, child. Message me, girl. That's Lexi's birthday. We going out for dinner. August 6th. My baby's gonna be 28, y'all. My baby's gonna be 28. Yes. Hey, Ashley, after a certain age, you need a little some lip gloss or some tinted moisturizer. Girl, first of all, ladies, I don't know why any woman would want to walk around with dry, ashy lips. Okay, even in the house. Let me tell you, in the house, y'all, I got a pile of stuff. I had to put some of my stuff away. Because I'm not about to walk around with no dry, ashy lips. I'm ever ready. My lip, I'm always ready. Okay. And see, this is, I'm working on something, ladies. Hint, hint, hint. Another reason why I've been MIA is because I'm working on something that I want women to remain in an atmosphere of softness and femininity and just be mindful. Okay, be mindful of being soft and being feminine. Okay, one thing I can't deal with is a cheat man. Girl, I can't. I would have ran for the hills. Nate is not ready. Stacia is. Nate is ready. Is not ready. Stacia is, but Stacia, I'm sorry. If Stacia's not going to get the type of husband she wants, she's not going to attract him. She's too masculine. Watch my other video. Nate and Stacia should do a DNA test. They honestly look like. Okay, well, now, wait a minute now. Because Stacia mama don't know who said, Stacia don't know the daddy, but mama saw Nate's daddy, so I'm assuming that's not the daddy, and Nate mama is Korean, so we gonna assume they're not related, but they do look alike. I must have lipstick and girl all the time. I don't leave. I always got it on. Okay. So I didn't like her Christian cave and say, "Oh, this is me," and if I was going on a date with you, this is how I would be. And I'm looking at her shaking my head. Used to lie. Used to lie. When we saw you talking to the other people, you had makeup on. Okay, I am already so tired of Lindy. I am exhausted of her. Okay, freaking out about the PJs for 30 freaking minutes. Put a t-shirt on and go to bed, girl. And were any of you guys freaking out about the whole religion thing? I just don't understand why the people on Facebook was so upset at Lindy brother asking Miguel about the religious thing. Talk about that's a personal question. I'm like, what? How is that a personal question? Oh, that's like sex. How is your faith like sex? So don't ask me about sex. Don't ask me about my faith. And I was like, that's a general question. Oh, you think that's a general? Yeah, that's a general question. That is a general question you will ask somebody. Talk about, oh, they shouldn't be asking that. She says she not practicing. I don't remember saying that, but does practicing mean she doesn't believe? I have lots of friends who came out of the SDA, but they still believe in the foundational faith, the foundational structure of the faith, because we all believe the same thing. Adam and Eve, Jesus came, born of a virgin. That's important. Jesus born of a virgin. Jesus lived a sinless life. Jesus died, rose again, and he's coming back. We all believe that. The difference is how we've allowed man-made practices to influence what we live. It's just like the 10 Commandments. God made 10 Commandments, but did you know, and the name is slipping me right now, but the Jewish people, they had, if I remember, I'm maybe a little off, but maybe 3,000 or 300 additional rules and regulations to go with the 10 laws. Okay. So that's like us today with the Kojic. Oh, women don't wear makeup. Women don't wear pants. Women don't wear lipstick. And this is why when the Kojic women finally they went buck wild. Like, I mean, they would cake, the makeup was on their face like this. That's how, because there was like, oh my God, I get to wear makeup now. Put it on. Pow, pow, pow. Oh my God. So what y'all think about Miguel and Lindy? Oh, Lexi? Oh, I was just about to call you, babes. It's time for you to wake up and take a shower. Okay? Yeah. Okay. And Lexi, clean your bathroom Saturday, okay? Clean bathroom first. Clean your bathroom and come back and let me know you cleaned your bathroom, okay? All right. That Statia's is Asian. They do not have the same father. LOL. Okay, and let me ask y'all something about this because I have it in my notes, but no, tell me the truth, Duna. No, honey, did not tell your daddy had to go to New York. Come here, Michael. Did something bite you? Come here, let me see. Was y'all when Nate and Stacia? Come here, Michael. Let's call Daddy. When Nate, Michael, you don't have your shirt on, so just stand here. Say hi to your aunties. Put it mute. Mute it. Okay, mute it. Mute. Okay, mute. On the porch. You have to get dressed to be on the porch. Wait. You gonna get dressed? Come here, Michael. Michael want to talk to you. Okay, go. Now he has to go to the bathroom. Okay. So Pop can call me back when he's done. Oh. Okay. Okay. I love you, bye. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Michael, I didn't know you want this is what you wanted to do. Michael, where are you? I'm coming, y'all. Tell the truth, y'all. Tell the truth. When Nate and Stacia was talking, right? And she was like, yeah, because, I was so light and like I would eat my lunch all by myself because I wasn't accepted with the white people or I wasn't accepted with the black people. And I'm looking at her like, light. No, I kid you not, y'all. I got up from the couch, went to the TV, and put my arms up against hers. And then I did my chest because, your chest is like, like your real complexion. because it's hot, and so you have a tan. Even Lou might have a tan. Did y'all see his tan? Did y'all see? He's so cute. But I literally got up from the couch and put my arm by her arm, and I'm like, light where? Stacia looks like a regular black girl. What's the difference between me and Stacia? She looks like a typical black girl for me. So I'm trying to understand where she was so light that the black people wouldn't accept her, but she wasn't light enough for the white people. And granted, when I went to a high school in Florida where you could count the black kids. So yeah, the white kids, they're probably not going to accept you or whatever. But don't tell me there are other black kids in the school and they didn't accept you because you was too light. You know how black people, how you go some places and you don't see no black people, right? And you're like looking to see, Lord, I don't see no black people. And you see a black person all the way over here, and they're looking, and your eyes meet eyes, and they're looking around to see there's other black people. And you act like y'all knew each other forever, and then you spend your whole trip with the black people because hello, they're black people. I was like, what in the world is she talking about? And girl, I just had to roll my eyes because I'm like, no, I could understand if you was Mariah Carey. If you was Mariah Carey, Vanessa Williams, then I would be like, well, yeah, I could see that, girl. I could see the white people didn't, they think they're trying to pass, and the black people's like, you too light. But I'm looking at her like, what in the world, girl? You's a regular black girl. You's a regular brown skinned black girl. What are you talking about? I was so light. She started to get on my nerves, child. She started to get on my nerves. Because I was like, what in the world? I don't think Miguel is attracted to Lindy. I don't think so either. And I said that in my review. I don't think he's attracted to her. I don't think he's attracted to her. Lindy isn't arrested. Girl, she's too nutty for me. I don't know. Miguel is giving me a bad feeling. He doesn't seem patient and didn't want to compliment his wife upon his first meeting her. Where they do that at? We may discover some things about him. This is true because he was like, I don't have to tell you you're pretty. That's because you don't think she's pretty. You don't think she's pretty, Miguel, because if you did, you would compliment her and say you're pretty. Because every man knows that's the way to a girl's heart. Like, oh, thank you. Lindy and her family came across more cult-like than church-like. Well, the SDA, people say it's a cult, but I understand them because we had an SDA church down the corner from me, and I went to church with a lot of SDA students. But no, they just go to church on Saturday. That's it. That's the only difference. They don't. They believe that the Sabbath is Saturday. Okay, something tell me he isn't as perfect as his sister is giving off. Well, we know he's not perfect, child. He missing the red flags. Most of the men this season are very feminine. Thank you, Aubrey. Most of the women are masculine. That's what I said too. Alisa, hey Lisa, people was mad at me for saying I couldn't deal with Lindy and someone with anxiety. She needs medication. I never thought about that. You think she needs medication? I just thought she was naughty. Now if she need medication, no, I can't say she's crazy. Because, when I say crazy, I don't mean mentally ill, okay? That's not what I mean. And if y'all been with me, y'all know that's not what I mean when I say. But I didn't think she need medication, girl. I just thought maybe she just off. So you think she needs medication? Let me drop the link, child. Anybody want to come up? You think she needs medication? If anybody want to come up, make sure I know you. Don't come up here if I don't. If I don't know you, don't come up here. You think she need medication, Alyssa? I said that about Linda's brother because he said the Bible said that man and wife only have sex when they come to knowledge. No knowledge. Okay, I'm gonna do a video on that. He's 50% right, but he didn't explain it right. But I'm gonna do a video on that because I'm not really going through my notes. Um, in-laws should not be discussing sex with a spouse. I don't see why. My dad told my husband, let me explain something to you. No ringing, no dinging. My dad let him know. Don't think you coming over here to get no nothing. But also think because it's the show, and a lot of the questions is another thing people forget is a lot of the questions are producer driven. A lot of the questions are producer driven. So I want us to keep that in mind. Linda's going to drive Miguel crazy. She's too high strung. The last bride is too managed. Morgan. She's Lindy knows he doesn't believe in God and it's okay. His brother asked her, knowing this does not make a difference. But when did she say this? Like, I don't remember her saying this, but Lindy is desperate for a man. So she'll take whoever. Okay. She's desperate for a man. So she'll do whatever. But what usually happens once she have children, right? What usually happens with these people is once they have children, they start thinking about children. They start thinking about their faith, and that's usually when they're going to start having issues in the marriage about their faith. Okay, because no church is perfect, but when it comes to the kids, like I already have our stuff from Vacation Bible School. I usually do Vacation Bible School with the kids, but it's been COVID, right? So ain't no Vacation Bible School, and I thought this year we was gonna have it, and so the church that usually have it, they don't have it. So I was like, you know what? Let me just order this stuff, and we gonna do Vacation Bible School by ourselves. And I already ordered our stuff. Everybody, I have a t-shirt. Mike have a t-shirt. Lexi have a t-shirt. Michael have a t-shirt. I have all of our Vacation Bible Kids stuff school here. And the last 2 weeks, this week is Michael last week of summer school. Then we're going to take a break. We're going to go on vacation the week after Lexi's birthday. And then when we come back, I'm going to do vacation school for 2 weeks. Okay. So when you have your kids, that faith usually comes in and they go start having. But Lindy has a lot of issues that she needs to deal with. Okay. Lindy has a degree in PT but doesn't want to work. Thank you, girl. That is the issue with women today. I have all of these degrees but don't want to work. These degrees are just ego boosters for these females. Yeah, it's ego boosters for a lot of females. But I understand that. I don't understand, Lindy, how you have a degree but you just want to work a little bit. But I do understand. I'm gonna do a video on that since I'm not doing the notes. I'm gonna do a video on it, okay? I wonder if the producers told Linda to pretend like she lost her pajama and did add her story that she thinks too much. It's possible. I don't trust this producer. Alexa is a man eater. Her male BFFs will be an issue in the marriage. She's not ready. The producer probably hit both Linda and Kristen. That's a good one. Alyssa. That's a good one. At Emily Rudd, I would not put it past producers. These are adults. I totally agree with you guys. I didn't think about that. That's good. That's a good point you guys are making, that the producers probably did it. That's a good point. She's biracial. She's biracial but she's not Vanessa Williams or Mariah Carey. Like if she was Mariah Carey and she said that, I could understand. I could understand, but I'm like, no, I kid you not, I got up and went to the TV and did this. Because I was like, what? All right, I tend to agree with you on Alexis and her soul crushing speech. Mm-hmm. Patty Alexis Rudeness will be the pro. And did y'all see my video? Did y'all see the video I made? Let me go over there right now. Did y'all see the video I made? Alexia's loose lips will sink her and Justin ship. Did y'all see that? Alexis loose lips will sink her. Her lips are too loose. You can't have a loose lip and be married and be a wife. Okay. By the way, how many of you guys have checked out my Patreon? I'm going to be moving my Patreon. I want it to be so I can accept or people or not, because I got some crooked stuff going on over there. But please remember, please, if you have not reviewed my books, I need reviews, especially for 10 Years of Girlfriend, because it's 1 year old and I don't have 100 reviews yet. Okay. And of course, take the cookie off the table. If you've picked it up, just go on back over to Amazon and do a review for me. She's light skinned. She's not Mariah. She was acting like she's Mariah. That conversation with Station 8 about their last childhood trauma bothered me so bad. And they called the black kids savages. So they both have parents trauma. One have daddy trauma, one have mama trauma. So let's put the two trauma people together so they can trauma bond. Okay. And I think Stacia lying just to make Nate feel like they have something in common. You think, Emily, you think Stacia's lying? You think so? That's a good point. That's a good point, Emily, because when her mama's moving, she didn't want to move. She's president of this and captain of that and president of this and captain of that. Oh, but nobody wanted to have lunch with you. Girl, bye. But I got the feeling that she was trying to emphasize with sneaky Nate, nothing more than, but then to there be real is colorism. Well, we do know colorism in the black community is huge. It's a huge thing. Alexis is what? I'm friends with SDA. Me too. I got lots of SDA friends. It was the savages comment from me. I don't think that Nate relates to the African American community. That's why he loved me. Right. He doesn't. He doesn't because if he's born in Korea, raised in Korea, and then come to the United States and was not in a sheltered community, then yeah, I understand he's savages. Like little Michael. Little Michael is very sheltered. Okay. He's very sheltered. He's very he's somewhat in a bubble. So when he's summer school is the Newark School District summer school that all the kids in Newark can get to go to, and it's only for a month. And it's like almost every evening we have to talk to the after school person because the kids, they're just so rough. Just so rough. And like this week, it was like this diamond thing. This little boy had a green diamond, and he lost his green diamond. And then Michael had a green diamond, and he said Michael stole the green diamond. And so Big Mike went to pick him up, and I'm sitting in the car, and Big Mike is talking to the teacher. What's taking them so long? And me trying to be a nice feminine lady, I just sat in the car and let Mike handle it. And so here comes little Michael crying, bawling, crying bloody murder. And so Come to find out, Michael brought diamond. He has a lot of diamonds, like because he do a lot of arts and crafts stuff. And the boy took the diamond, and Michael said, "No, it's my diamond." And so Dad said, "Okay, Michael, you have lots of diamonds, so let him have this diamonds." And Michael's crying bloody murder. "No, I don't want him to have this diamond." And Dad is like, "Well, you have lots of diamonds at home." And so I said to Mike, "No, if Michael, that's his diamond. If he wants to have that diamond, it's his. He can bring another diamond for the boy. But I don't need little Michael being traumatized that he was forced to give the diamond that his diamond that he really liked to the boy. No, let him bring one of the other diamonds to the school the next day." And it was just this big thing. And that, I'm telling you, that night, little Michael did not. So he was tossing and turning, and he's going to the foot of the bed and the head of the bed, and he's going in. You could tell he felt tormented. And eventually I had to say, "Michael, in the middle of that, come on, baby, let me pray over you." And I started praying and pleading the blood and just praying over him. And finally he was able to get sleep. Then there's the next day I went to pick him up, and he had a different color shirt on. "And what happened to your shirt?" "Oh, so and so spilled water on me." And I'm like, "Well, how did they spill water on you?" "Well, it was an accident, Mommy." And I told you the story about the little girl that pushed. The little girl pushed him, and she didn't get a chance to apologize. And when I asked the teacher, I said, "Well, ma'am, okay, accidents happen, but did she apologize?" The teacher said, "Ma'am, it was an accident." And I was like, I just cannot, I can't. So kids who are very sensitive, like little Michael, they have to be protected. You can't just throw them out in the bushes in the world and tell them to figure it out. And I think Nate was one of those sensitive boys coming from the military background in Korea with all these Asian people, and come to the United States, probably living in the hood with all the what. And so, yeah, they would come off as savages to him. You know what I mean? Probably soft and, soft spoken. But I get what you're saying about the savages. But Nate, but look, Nate had no black friends, right? And Stacia has no black friends. Did y'all notice that? All them Stacia friends were white girls. Did y'all notice that? Yet she couldn't fit in, right? Mm-hmm. Anybody want to come up? That's the link. Hey, Kimberly, I'm listening while at the nail salon. Oh, nice. We need to go to next week. Me and Lexi will go. If she can't self-regulate under 10 minutes, then yes, she needs something. That negative. Oh my God, 10 minutes, child. That's like little Michael. Little Michael. That's another thing. Big Mike, he had his book bag on the bed, and I keep telling little Michael, you cannot put your book bag on the bed. So Mike took little Michael book bag off the bed and threw it on the floor. Well, honey, it was the end of the world. I'm in the living room. I hear Michael come running. Mommy! Can't breathe. Can't. And I'm like, what happened? Because I thought Mike, because that girl, that's hell. That's the end of the world if he gets a pow pow. And so I thought Mike pow pow. No, girl. Mike threw the bag on the floor. And it took him 10. He cried. Oh, he threw my bag. This was after the whole diamond situation. So he was still a little sensitive. Girl, it's 10 minutes. I'm like, okay. All right, go ahead and cry it out. Because, I say it's okay to cry. Go ahead and cry it out. And I let him cry. Tell me, well, I can't tell you what happened, Mommy. I can't tell you. So I took him back upstairs. Like, Mike, what happened? And Mike said, oh, I just threw the bag on the floor. But for a grown woman, 10 minutes is too long. That's crazy. She has ADHD. You think so, Lord Jesus? Every season. Hey Kim. Hey Kim Scott. Emily, if Miguel's sister from me saying Gemini and Taurus don't get along, I hate when people do. Girl, that was interesting to me. Do y'all believe in the signs? Do y'all believe in the astrology signs? I don't know who and who go together. I don't know. Emily, Kimberly, Alyssa says, hey, she said Gemini woman and Cancer men don't get along. It depends on their moon sign. They're gonna bump heads a lot. Ooh. Linda, hey, MG, Linda is neurotic, coupled with high. Oh my God. So y'all think the girl needs some medicine. So I gotta stop calling her crazy. I need to stop saying she crazy. Good job. Justin tells Alexa he loves her after 3 days, and Alexa lies. Justin, I got video I've been meaning to do for about 2 weeks. I just haven't gotten to it. Justin, what you say? He's a Pikisha. Pikisha, thank you. No, Miguel is a Pikisha. Justin is a Pikisha too. Okay, he's a Pikisha. Like he has no analytical skills at all. Not one. No analytical skills, because I'm like, as a man, how you gonna talk about 3 days? But remember, he said it, y'all. He said it on the plane. He said, let me get me some more water. He said it on the plane. I'm falling in love with her. And she laughed it off. He said it on the plane. I'm falling in love with her, and he laughed it off. She laughed it off. But you know what it is? He just wants to be loved. He wants to be loved. I need to email these people and tell them to send me my check, because I'll be drinking their water and care. He wants to be loved. And he doesn't realize, like a lot of women don't realize, that it's not emotional. You can't, yes, it's somewhat emotional, but you have to build the foundation. You can't be just popping out to, I love you. I love, girl, I would run too. What, you would? Killer, stalker, run for your life. Run for your life. Do y'all remember The Lady and the Tramp? I love that movie. As a matter of fact, I have the VHS. I'm gonna watch it today. Run for your life. Oh, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, hey, Roberta, wait a minute. Hi.
Hi.
Well, I know Roberta, honey. You can come up here. Other people were like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. How you doing, sis?
I am progressing well after my surgery.
Well, that's good.
Yes. So, what I want to say is when we watch these reality shows, based on our experiences, we see things differently, even though if we see the same thing. But here's my take. My couple that was worried about was Alexis and Justin.
Mm-hmm.
So when Justin was on, when it first came on, Justin said to Dr. Pepper, and somebody can go back and get the footage, but he said, she asked him about his relationship. He said he was in a relationship, and he broke it off. And Dr. Pepper said, does she know you're coming on the show? And he said, she will know when it airs. So that was in the beginning when they do all the matchmaking, talking. So you can look that up.
I got my notes, girl. Let me go back.
I can look. So I thought that was strange that he had not had a relationship in so many years, but yet he told Dr. Pepper during the little intro part before they started with the, I know some, I try to watch it all from day one. I don't care if they passing out pencils. I want to watch it. And
Mm-hmm.
so to me, I thought that was strange. And then for him to just keep elaborating on collaborating the fact that women look at him as meat and that women say, they want to climb his tree. I'm like, he's talking a whole lot of junk. I hope he can back it up, when he comes on. I hope he can back this up. And then Alexis comes on and we find out that she did recognize him at the altar,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't like from this site, her dating site, and she said he was annoying, that she didn't like him, he wasn't attractive, he was always in her DM, but then yet and still now she's trying to suck his face off. And I think when she's drinking, I think when she's doing all this, I think she's really had several drinks before she says all this thing. So that's what I'm watching at. And then how she talks to him is very rude. And I just think that they are not a match.
Uh-huh.
I think they both should save themselves and say no on decision day.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know they won't say it before. But I am concerned about several of them getting their feelings hurt on the show, being traumatized by this. And,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to watch sometimes.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I think the thing, and let me know in the comments if anybody else want to come out with Alexis. I think she's forcing herself.
Yes.
I think she thinks that this is fate, FATE, and I think she's forcing it. She's forcing to make it happen, and she's doing everything. But you can tell just on how she laughs and everything that she's forcing it. But what usually happens when this hit the fan, it's like keeping a ball underwater. Eventually, it's gonna pop up, and when it pops up, that's when the truth comes up. Like I'm forcing myself. I don't really. Let me tell you about women. When I don't know, for me, let me talk for me. When I see a man, I have to be initially attracted to you. I have to initially like you. If it's something that has to come later, no, it don't work for me. And I think that's the thing with Alexis. And I think because they were matched, she's trying to make it work.
Yeah, I feel the same way about that. She's forcing herself because she takes pride. To me, she takes pride in just saying things about embarrassing him. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's saying about, what she say, celibate.
He's celibate. Let me get the picture. You know, I got the picture of here.
Yeah, maybe if she knew how to pronounce the word, but he's been abstinent for a period of time. But I don't even believe that because he was already coming on to the show and had just broken off with somebody. So I don't even believe that. But she takes every dig she can. And then right at the end when they showed a clip from coming on when he said I love you, and she just burst out laughing and he started crying. I just I shut the TV off. I
And
said,
she's
I'm
like, I
done.
don't. There's the picture.
No, I can't. I just can't. I started walking around my chair like you, Janice. But anyway, I that's all I have. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for allowing me on your show.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you for coming on up. Thank you so much. Feel better, okay?
Thank you.
Anybody else want to come up? But I gotta go back and watch that because I thought he said he was celibate for a year and a half. But according to the word in the street, what the people that live in his apartment building know, he ain't. Okay, let me go back. Wait a minute. Yes, Patreon. Thank you so much. Jesse, hey Jesse, hi Janice. I know this is all time, but will you speak about the accusation against the New York bishop? Girl, wait a minute, accusations. Wait a minute, did something new happen other than him getting robbed? Watch his video on Tasha K this morning. Stacia's light skinned but not ethnic. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. No, exactly, Erica. Tell me, did you think the same thing? Come on, Erica, tell me. When she said that, I kid you not. This is why I like to watch it live so you guys can really see my reaction when I'm watching these shows because y'all don't believe. I got up and put my hand up to the TV like this. And then I did my chest because because it's sunny and it's hot, you got a little tan going on. And I was like, is she for real? Oh yeah, because I'm very light. Morgan has daddy issues. Garbage. Ben has mommy issues. Ella, a recipe for disaster. Bing's dad was at the wedding but wasn't acknowledged. I think the culture, the mamas are very involved. And I think Morgan is doing a whole lot of masking. Talk about I'm giving myself away to you and my daddy. I don't include him in my life and all this stuff. Bing's dad was acknowledged on camera. He didn't speak on camera yet. I think Bing's mom may be overbearing. And see, I don't want to be overbearing. But Bing doesn't act like his mama is overbearing. I wonder if, well, he did say sometimes, I got the notes, girl. He did say sometimes, excuse me, she can focus on the negative instead of being thankful for the good, right? That's what he said. I hate that they left the wedding for the last because by that time I'm sleeping. Okay. I have it here. Morgan mom. Bing is most fearful of mom. Wants to honor her rings since gift. Bing brought roses. Morgan dress. Okay, here it is. Bing acknowledged that he loves his mom, but sometimes she nitpicks. Okay. And sometimes she said instead of her being thankful be thankful, she nitpicks. Okay. But I don't want to be an overbearing mom. I want to be involved, but I don't want to be overbearing. But even my husband, he said, he wouldn't have married me if his mom didn't like me. So one of the first meetings I had with my husband was I met his mom in like a month. Yeah. I met my husband's mom in maybe a month, like right around. I met the mom. I met the best friend. Met his dad. Right about a month. So Nate had so much trauma with black folks growing up, but that didn't stop him from selling bootlegs. Ooh, child. To know he wasn't selling them to white or no, because he was living in the hood. That's what he means, y'all. We gotta read between the lines. Savages. That's what he meant. They was living in the hood because we're, you don't sell, you can't sell that stuff in them other communities. But wait, Nate's own Asian mother does not even acknowledge her own flesh and blood. So who's really the savage? This is true. But them Asian people, child, a lot of them, they have the kids with the black men, the mandingo, and they don't want to be bothered. Family disown them and all of that stuff. I was wondering if Lindy was an autistic spectrum. Dang, how come I never thought about this? Usually I pick up on this stuff. See, I'm so overwhelmed with the Nate and Stacia's issue that this stuff is going over my. Not one time did I think maybe she's she needs some medicine. Okay, I never thought about it. Not one time. I would have said it, but I never did. I believe in the sign of the cross. Oh, yes. Have you watched the after party? I have not yet, but so how many? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Let me look. Let me check my schedule. I'm gonna try. I think I need to sit. And did you see in the picture with what's her name holding the card like this, like she's hiding her belly before they told her she was pregnant? I'm gonna watch it. Why? What happened at the after party, Alyssa? You want to come up? The link is down there. Anybody can come up, but make sure I know you. If I don't know you, don't come up, please. No, but I will. Nate needs to collect the data. He collecting the data, of course. Talking about you don't trust your boy. Well, Justin did pursue her on Hinge and IG, so he really liked her, but she was like, ew. Hey, MG Bime. Alexis is cutthroat and insensitive. She is going to break his heart. They are not a likely match. Nope. And then she wants a man. A man. See, a woman like Alexis, she can't be with no weakling. She has to be with a man she respects. And she doesn't respect him because he's a weakling. Mm-hmm. Grab the full code. Yes. That was on the after Keisha asked him. He said he was just talking to the lady. Yes, Big said that about his mom, but he has not told her that. No, he hasn't told her face to face. Hey Delphine, good afternoon. I'm glad to catch you. Yes, babe. How long I been on? Oh, child, almost 2 hours. I gotta go. I've got to go. So I'm excited about this season. And let me see what else I can talk about. Let's talk about Mitch. You know what I was thinking about? I was looking at Mitch and I was like, Mitch, do y'all think he is just so super invested in being an environmentalist, or is it that he can't keep a job around regular people? So he got to talk to the whales and the fishes and the seaweeds. Okay, I think not Nate. I think Mitch, because of his mouth, he's so undisciplined. Okay, what happened with Mitch Daddy? Did he talk about his dad? I don't remember what he said about his dad. But oof. I really think Mitch mouth is keeping him from being successful. Okay, I don't think he's being this environmentalist because I just love the environment. I think that's all you can find where you didn't have to deal with people because your mouth is so reckless. Am I the only one thinking that? I will cry with you is a no for me. Just his weekend need to get in the gym so he can develop. Yes. Not the yeah. Yes, honey. He's a party pooper. Mitch is quite unlikable. Very. Hey Z Arsenio, hello. Mitch has no emotional intelligence and needs to be with the ocean and the rocks. He needs, yeah, I think that's what it, because you know what? You can't possibly, Mitch has used his job as a shield to hide some. That's it, Cindy. Mitch has used his job as a shield to hide something, right? Because you can't tell me you are so fulfilled by being an environmentalist, but then you talk so much about what you can't afford, and I just want you to go to Big Joe's with me. I don't want you to go and to, you know what, I don't want you to go to the next city. I live in Newark. The next city is Belleville. I don't want you to go to Belleville over there to the good supermarket. I live right on the corner, right? This is this is the border. My house is here, and the next house is Belleville. Okay. I don't want you to go to Belleville. I want you to go come out in Newark and go to Big Joe's. Belleville is too much. It's gonna take too much gas. I think he's hiding something too. And I think what he's hiding is he is so undisciplined. His mouth, him and Alexa should have been matched. Okay. I think his mouth is keeping him from being around people. He's too undisciplined with his mouth. His mom appears to have a lot of plastic surgery. She does. I was looking at her like she looks like a ghost. Don't she look like a ghost? Okay, let's talk about the shower scene. I think I mentioned this. A lot of people, I really like the shower scene. I just didn't like it for them. And I did see that leg popped up, okay? And I was like, girl, I am so uncomfortable. And maybe, Alyssa, if you're still here, you can help me out with this. But I am so uncomfortable with how comfortable Stacia is. And I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to do a video with Nate. Oh, Aubrey. Hey, Aubrey.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Janice. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. I also think he feels beneath Kristen. She has much going on in her life. Now, did Kristen say she makes $600,000 a year, or did she say she makes six figures? Because six figures is not much in California, but 600,000, is that what she said? Can anybody help me out?
Okay, Janice, you still there?
I'm here, babes. How are you?
I'm great. Go ahead, talk, and I'll jump in when I kind of catch up, because I was kind of watching you, and then I was kind of trying to jump in, and then somebody called me on my phone,
Okay.
and I'm disorganized. But tell me, you go ahead, and I'll jump in when you get to your topic.
Okay, so Roberta said, I also think he feels beneath Kristen. She has so much going on for her, poor self-esteem, perhaps. And so this is what I was saying with Mitch. Like, I just think his mouth is keeping him from being more successful. And why isn't he doing more to become more financially stable?
Right. And you know what? Thank you, Janice. As always, you oftentimes, so often do, you got to the heart of it. I agree with you. Any man that calls himself a professional, that works in a professional environment, has any type of job worth being highly esteemed for, right? We know that they're going to have control over their mouth.
Yes.
And so it cannot possibly be Mitch. He can't have a great job or a good job, okay? I'm surprised he's not working flipping burgers at the local McDonald's. And I'm not knocking anybody that does that, but you get what I'm saying, because his mouth is reckless. We have at least 2 or 3 people on this show this season that have reckless mouths. We have him, we have Alexis, and I'm trying to think. I think there's another person, but at least those 2. And so, I mean, like, how can he be a good husband? He can't even protect her heart with a reckless mouth.
Right.
Alexis can't even protect Justin's heart with her reckless mouth. So how are any of these people going to be good partners to the people that they're currently married to?
Right.
But I absolutely agree with you. I think he has an absolutely reckless mouth. And then here's another thing that's been really bothering me, and I think you probably might have noted it, but tell me if you did or not. But the fact that Mitch claims to like his women so natural, but the first woman he saw all botoxed up and all made up with the sheer sexy all these accoutrements, which was her mother. How dare he say that he likes natural women? He's a liar, and the truth is not in him.
Right, right.
He's
And
a liar.
he's just not attracted to Kristen.
He's just not attracted to her, right?
Right.
And then here's another thing. I'm gonna throw this out here because I'm not gonna throw out any names, but you know I be in these YouTube streets, girl. You know I do, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. But listen, someone said, I'm not gonna mention no names on your program, but someone said this, and I think this, and it was a man. It was a man, it was a male YouTuber. And I think he really hit the nail on the head because this is what's been troubling me about Mitch and his whole supposition that he likes natural women. Mitch wants a woman that he can have sex with, that he doesn't have to have a commitment with, and that he doesn't have to have any children with. He's
Mm-hmm.
on the show. I think this show, Math, really has a history of attracting people who want to prove to their family that they really are serious about marriage and children, when in fact in their heart of hearts they really aren't.
Right.
That's what it is. That's what I see it in Mitch. He's just on that show to prove to his mom and his brother and his sister-in-law. And you see that even when you see people their own family doesn't really respect him. His brother doesn't particularly like him or respect him.
Right.
So, I mean, what do you think about that?
That's a good point, especially for the men. I think that's a good point that was made.
Yeah. I
You
don't
know,
I
it's like,
mhm.
yeah, go ahead and get married. See, and then they'll be see, I tried, it didn't work.
Right. That's what I feel like some of these people that come on this show, when we look at them, we see what, because, and the other thing of it is, I think it's got to be hard to be on this show. I would never go on this show,
You know what I
right?
mean?
But I think that people have to understand and be a little bit empathetic to the partners on these shows, like Mitch's partner, like Lex's partner Justin. We have to be a little bit empathetic because if you're right up on it and you're up close, they can't see what we see.
Right.
They don't see the confessionals until later on. They don't know that these people are saying, well, ugh, he's
Mm-hmm.
ugly, I don't like him, or she's ugly, he's unattractive. I find her mother 10 times sexier. Like,
Mm-hmm.
really? I mean, that lady looks nice for her age, but when you get up close on her and see the wrinkles, like, are you serious?
Right.
You'd rather
Right.
have a 60-year-old woman than a 30-something-year-old woman? Are you crazy?
Right.
Get
You
out of here.
see, you see the plastic surgery face
Hmm.
that don't match the neck.
Exactly. Exactly. And then here's this thing. Here's what I have a problem with her mother, because she can't help that this man finds her attractive. So I'm absolutely not saying that. But here's where I have a problem with her mother, though, and what she wore to the wedding. Who wears that hot pink, loud, whatever color fuchsia? Because on my color, on my TV, it shows up as one color. It might have been some a slightly different color on someone else's TV, depending on our settings. But to me,
Mhm.
it showed up as kind of like a real garish pink. Like, who
Yeah.
wears that loud color to a wedding?
Same thing to see through. It has
See
the
through.
mesh. It had the skin tone
Flesh
pink
color.
underneath it, but it
Right.
still was like, is she naked?
Is she naked? Right. I mean, like, who does that? Like, everybody knows it's tradition. This is the bride's day. No one
Right.
is supposed to come in there looking to take away steal any type of attention from that bride. That is her
Mm-hmm.
day. It is her day. It's not about you. You get all dialed up when it's your time to get married.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your day. You wear something attractive and nice, but you
Right.
don't try to steal any attention
Steal the
away from.
attention. Right.
Yeah, that was just like, and that's just like equally garish, unless the bride has specifically said so. Other people are not supposed to come to the wedding wearing white.
Exactly.
What in the hot mess? Give me a break. These people.
I totally agree with you. And remember, Mitch said this week, I think he said that him and Justin is about the same. He hasn't had sex in a year and a half, but it's not because he was trying to be celibate. It's just because he has found a nice lady to have sex with. So I agree with you in that he just wants somebody to have sex with.
Because the way he said it, a nice lady. He
And
didn't say a nice. No, listen. He didn't say a nice lady to have a commitment with or to
no.
build a relationship. He just said to have sex. That's all. Now wait a minute. Okay, now I'm not going. I'm speaking of biting tongues. I'm going to hold my tongue. I really want to hear. Just tell me this. What do you think is going on with Justin?
I'll go do a
What's
video
going
on
on with
it,
our
girl.
boy? What's going on with our boy Justin? I mean, I'm trying to be just as patient and kind and Christian and loving, but there's so many red flags there. When I first saw him, I was like,
Well, the truth is, we all thought we all
hmm.
thought that he used to be Justina. Did we not? Tell the truth, Steve.
Now you know.
Let me get my charger. Talk. I'm listening. I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
yeah, yeah. Okay. You know, I didn't think about that until, and I actually heard that
No way
again.
you didn't think about that, girl. I had to come back to the camera. We all thought about Alyssa.
I thought, no, really, honestly, because, wait a minute. Now, I'm going to tell you what I thought. Now, I think a little differently than other people now. I thought, because when I saw him, I say this every season since I've been watching Maps. I said, you know what? Maps isn't fooling me. They love to throw in one or two men each season that are
Not
their
living their
sexual
truth.
their sex. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a nice way. Okay, I'm gonna take what you said because I was gonna be a little more. I mean, I just say it this way, and I think this is a nice way of saying it too. I just say that their sexuality is in question. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who's who and what's what, but their sexuality is in question. And we see that this season, the men are very feminine. Mostly all of the men are feminine, and
All of
mostly
them.
all of the
Every
women have,
last one of them.
right. And then most of the women have very
All the women
masculine
are
energy.
very masculine.
We see that. We see that. So I mean, it's no hiding it. It's right there in front of our faces. If anybody says they don't see that, they're lying.
This is true. That's one of the things I said in I think my matchmaking is like all the women are masculine and all the men are feminine this season.
Right, right, right. I don't understand. I really don't. So why would they match? I mean, they do this on purpose. They do this
They
for the
do.
drama and the ratings because why would you match someone? And when a man keeps telling me he's sensitive, like I'm talking, getting to know someone now, and I say to them, like we talk about, men being sensitive. I'm all for men. Of course men have emotions. They're human beings. Of course they have emotions, and they should
Mhm.
have the full spectrum. But when you talk about a man crying in public, I'm sorry, if someone isn't dead or near death,
Right. If it's not
they
your
don't.
mama, if
Yeah,
somebody didn't die, I don't want to hear it.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm archaic, but that's just how I
No, no, no.
feel.
I'm
I
like
mean,
that
like what?
too. If your mom, if somebody is not dead or an emotional moment, like Big Mike was crying at little Michael fourth grade, graduate, kindergarten
What
graduate.
tears of joy are again? And
Yeah,
I
he
guess
was.
yeah. Okay,
He
I'm
was
not
like,
even
I
including
was sitting over
those.
there, I was
Yeah,
being emotional too, because I'm like, this is it for me.
I
This is
once
it.
saw one of the one of
And,
the one of the toughest men that I knew, and he unfortunately he's gone on in now. But I once saw. I mean, we were in a movie theater, but it was a very very poignant moment. And in the theater, I mean, if I hadn't looked at that moment. I mean, it was a silent cry. Like, you didn't hear him
right.
whimpering. It was just a tear rolled down his face. But if you're sitting there, these men that come on Maps and want this attention, Zach, um, this guy, this season, Nate, that whole thing was for drama. The fact that he even
Uh-huh.
told her was for drama, that he was
Uh-huh.
crying in front, and her mother didn't. I don't think it was lost on her mother that was for effect. Nate
Hmm.
is a full on scammer.
Is a hustler. A
He's
hustler.
he's a hustler. He's a
Hmm.
hustler. But I have a problem with him calling black people savages. And I understand that to me, I'm going to say this, children of any race can be cruel in their childhood because sometimes they don't understand the full complexity of things or how bullying or how teasing can affect someone. But
Right.
I have to say this, how dare he call anyone savage when his own Asian mother wanted nothing to do with him. Has seen him one time in his 30-some years of life, okay? How dare you? You need to look into your own culture of your mother's side of the family. You need to find out from your father, because there's some YouTube street talking. I'm not gonna put anything out here, but there's some conversation, because here's the thing you have to ask yourself too. Why didn't your mother want to be with your father? Did your father propose to your mother when he impregnated her? Okay, so what's
Probably
really
not.
going on here? Were they married? Were they not married? Okay, so if
No.
they weren't married, why didn't your father propose marriage? We know that he was a serviceman. He had every right as a serviceman to marry her, and then he could have brought her over to this country. She could have gotten her green card and became a citizen, right? So what's really going on with his dad?
Right.
So I'm very confused by Nathan. I just see him as a person that really doesn't have an association with his Black community, that part of his identity. Yes, he has another part of his identity, but unfortunately, it sounds like his mother, she wasn't there. So then I have to wonder too, did he have any association, or does he have any association with her side of the family?
I don't think so.
So if he has no association with her side of the family, then the only side that he has to relate to is his African American side. But he doesn't seem, here he is with his girlfriend Megan, and yes, I said girlfriend, or his former girlfriend, and he thinks that it's okay to invite her to the wedding. Are you serious? Get out of here.
But it's interesting, and I might talk about this. I'm not sure yet, but I'm still thinking about it. But
What's that?
he sees, he calls them savages, which I understand. I don't know if he was on here when I explained about him coming from Korea, and it's two different environment, and he probably came to the hood. He didn't go to Livingston. Us here in Jersey, Livingston is like the staple of where we live. That's like uppity,
like suburban type, nice
right.
community. Okay.
No corner stores, no McDonald's. He went down to Prince Street, and now where I'm in Newark, Prince Street is like
Right. There's a liquor store on every other corner.
You can't drive down that street.
Oh,
And you say, if you get in the U.S. somewhere, you get somebody that say, I'm from Prince Street, you better run for your life. Okay?
Where's my button at? Hold on a minute. I got something for you, Janice. Oh, Lordy Lord. Okay, so but that's a good question you bring up. So was he born in Korea? I didn't get.
Yeah, I believe he was. I believe he was born in Korea, but when they're born on, even though he was born in Korea, he's an he's considered American because his father was on base, so he was born. He was. It's just like who was it? Cruz. I think it's Cruz, right? Senator Cruz.
Oh yes. He was born overseas. You're right, and so was, I think, the late Senator John McCain was born. Was it Panama or something?
Right, but because they were born in American, because their father was in the military, born in American base, they're considered born in America. So, but Black people are savages, and I understand what he's saying. So I'm not,
I get what he's saying, but it was a poor choice of words.
It was a very poor choice of words.
It was a little reckless with the tongue. It was a little reckless. And especially when you're going to be on national TV. This is going to be reiterated on national TV and live forever, live in infinity, basically. So I did not like that. But I think you also had another good point about Nate. He's objectifying Stacia. He's objectifying her.
Right. Well, that's what I was about to say. They're savages, but you want a boss B. Because white women don't call themselves boss B.
No, they sure don't.
And white women are taught to want provider husbands. You see, Elizabeth. Okay, Elizabeth wasn't trying to be out here working. Her daddy was taking care of her, and she wanted a husband that could take care of her. That's how. And you see, even Lindy. That's why I'm not too mad about Lindy having all these college debts, but she just want to she want to work a little bit. Well, that's because they are raised to
Mm-hmm.
choose husband and want husbands to take care of him. So that's why even with a doctorate degree, she just want to work a little bit. That's like me. Talk about child, I just want to work a little bit.
Right, right, right. But I
But
think
that's how
she
they
has
were
every
raised.
right. I think she has every right as a wife, if she's in a stable marriage, she has that right to request or to want that. But the thing about it, I wasn't too clear about also was with her husband Miguel. I know he has a doctorate degree, but what I wasn't understanding though, sorry about that. I wasn't understanding that he's really doing so much with his degrees because the one while he said he's a pharmaceutical rep, he's a science medical writer. I mean, what does he really do? He sounds like he's kind of iffy on careers too. I'm not really understanding him. And then the sister making such a big deal about him. Like, girl, bye. Are you trying to marry him or what? Are you trying to marry your own brother? Because I got an issue with her, being so snippety and all these questions. And it's fine to want to protect your family member. Okay, I understand that. But how much she earns and what kind of debt she has, which I thought that was just plain foolish for Lindy to even offer that up. Because no one would have known that except she offered it up, right?
Right.
The
But I
information about the
I
debt.
I think because Miguel is so soft and so feminine and
He's
overlook red
very feminine.
flags. So
Hmm.
that's why the friends kept saying, "Oh, he's overlook red flags." So because of somebody like that,
Hmm.
unfortunately, his sister have to ask those hard questions because he's not going to ask the question. I think that's what it is. He's very feminine, the sister is very
Hmm.
masculine, and so because Miguel is not going to ask those questions, now the sister is going to be asking this question, though a husband is supposed to take care of his family. Now your debts, to me, your student loans and your debts you pay for college, you need to pay for those. But as far as being taken care of by your husband, you know what I believe over here, I don't believe a wife should have to pay rent and take care of herself. I
Mm-mm.
think that's a husband's responsibility.
You and I are very similar on that. I don't buy this 50-50 jazz that a lot of women are going for either.
Hold
Miss me
on,
with the
hold on.
50. Okay.
Hey, hello. He went upstairs. Uh. Oh God. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Um. Michael, little Michael didn't want to call Big Michael back. Big Michael's calling. Why little Michael didn't call me back?
You just have all that male energy over there. That's so awesome.
What was we saying again?
You were saying about
Oh, the 50-50. Yeah,
Miguel in the
I don't
50-50.
believe in
Yeah.
50-50, but
I don't either. Like, you gonna miss me with that?
yeah, I don't believe in it. I don't believe. I think some woman that's been married or been 10 years a girlfriend and were financially abused, they feel like they have to. But what I say is just put that money in a bank account. Just put it in a bank account. If he wants to provide for you, you should allow him to provide for you. And if you feel like you have to pay 50-50, pay it in a bank account, in another bank account. Yeah, but I don't agree with you know I
Mm-hmm.
understand what she was saying because of Miguel personality, but a wife should be provided for and she should pay for her student loans. I believe that wholeheartedly. Every woman, you went to
Oh yeah, and
college,
I
you took
I
out
agree.
all
She
these
should.
loans, you
Mhm.
should pay for it unless he volunteers to pay for
Right.
them.
I
But
agree
as
with
far
that.
as being provided for and taken care of as a
Mm.
wife, I can understand her saying, "Oh, I just want to work a little bit." But as a doctor with $250,000 student loans, I don't know how much it is. You need to work 10 jobs to pay it off.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, I'm thinking that we're gonna find out some more truths about Miguel though, because I'm not really trusting Miguel and this whole thing about why his relationship ended in the past. I'm not really trusting that. A lot of these people on this show, I'm not really buying that their relationships, because if you notice, most of them, male and female, they try to put the onus on the other person.
Right.
They were a cheater or they were a bum. Like, who's the whole girl? Which one of the girls is the one that had the whole guy that was a couch surfer, and she actually got engaged to him only to find out that he was cheating on her? She paid
Kristen.
for her. Chris, is that Kristen?
Hmm.
She paid for her own destination wedding. She paid for her own. I mean, like, how foolish are these women?
But listen, we women do it all the time. You know
What?
how I be going hard over here. Leave the Pookies and the Ray Rays alone. We do it over here in the black community all the time. And I was
Yeah,
talking
it
to
happens. Yeah,
some
you're right.
girls this week,
Hmm.
and I was saying to them that especially as black women, we're not brought up or taught to want a husband to provide for us. We're taught that, well, if he can't do it, you're gonna have to struggle with him. So we're taught to struggle with a man. We
Hmm.
are not taught, most of us, not all of us, most of us are not taught to desire a husband who can provide and protect for us, because a lot of our mamas and grandmas didn't have that. But
Hmm.
that affects us. It's like we need, that's why my generation, 40-year-olds, we have to teach our younger girls that's coming up behind us that no, it's okay to desire a husband to provide for you. That is the husband basic responsibility. A husband's
Hmm.
basic responsibility is to provide and protect. If he cannot do that, why do you need him? You know what I
Well,
mean?
a lot of these women, I think, have come to the conclusion they simply want to make a baby.
Yeah.
I see a lot of these women that have waited until they're 32 to 35, 37, like Stacia. And no knock against her, because I think what she's been able to do with her life in terms of putting herself through school with no debt, she could teach a thing or two to the other one that has all the debt, the doctor lady. But the thing of it is, Lindy, right? Lindy's the one with
Uh-huh.
the, yeah, but the thing of it is though, too, all of her posturing about how she's so independent and she's a boss lady, a boss chick, a boss this, a boss that. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody here for that.
Right. So Stacia will never, she's not going, she wants the guy that she cannot get. She will never attract him because she don't know how to. She don't know how to talk. She don't know how to speak his language. And that's the thing. Like, and I did another video, is like, why is marriage not a goal? Especially
Right.
in the black community.
I
You
think
know,
I saw that video. You just did a video recently, right? About
yeah,
that.
this week, why is it not a goal? We get 37, 35, 40, and we're like, oh, it's like a light comes on. Oh my God, I need a husband, I need to have a baby. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
why wasn't that taught up all the way coming up, that you can go to school, get
Yes, of
do
course.
all, become the freaking president of the United States if you have
Right.
to,
Mm-hmm.
but also maintain, I want to be married, I want to have a family, and I want to be a
Mm-hmm.
feminine and a soft woman. Why are we not being taught that?
We're
And
not.
why
We're
is
not.
that not a goal coming up for us?
I don't know, but you're the right person to lead the campaign, because you're right. That needs to be goals for us. That needs to be goals for us as women in our community, Black women, African American women. We need to make that a goal. And
It needs to be.
I've said the same thing before, long before I started watching your YouTube channel. I've been saying the same thing because I have a daughter and she's not married. She's in her 30s.
Hmm.
And I'm hey, what can I do? It's her life, but she's I don't think she would call herself quote unquote a boss lady, boss chick, or whatever those things are, but she fits in that frame of, she's quite successful. She's very successful. She just 2 years ago, she just bought in the middle of the, this thing that we're having, across the
Hmm.
globe. She just bought a beautiful home in the DMV area, and it's
Wow,
very expensive out there
that's
where she
very
lives.
expensive up there.
Very expensive, but she's doing it. But me as a mother, as her mother, I would love to see her married. I would love to have grandchildren, and I don't.
Hmm.
But I can't live her life. But one thing about it, she'll never be able to come back to me at 50 and say that, you didn't encourage me, you didn't teach me growing up that marriage is a goal, because I did. I did.
Mm.
I did, and my mother, God rest her soul, she's gone on in now, but for 23 years, my daughter, we had her, she passed away when my daughter was about 23. So we all taught that because we're from a Christian household.
Mm-hmm.
So what she does with it, that's on her. But a lot of these women, they think that money, I think that these are this generation that's coming up now, the millennials, they are so enamored with the fact that they're working and that they really do have the access to do opportunity to do careers that we didn't have. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're in your 40s, but I'm in my 50s. They
Mm-hmm.
really do have the access to careers that I certainly did not have access to when I was 20, 30 something. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing about that is that, like my father said, the more things change, the more things stay the same. So the same
Mm.
things that were important, from my generation to your generation to my daughter's generation is still the same. And that's love. Because you can
Mm.
get up one day to go to work and you might not be able to roll out of bed. You may
True.
find that like a couple years ago, I woke up one June morning and I could barely get out of bed, right?
Wow.
So, so the thing of it is all this money and these houses and these nice material things, what do they mean? They mean squat when you get sick and you need somebody to rub your back, rub your feet,
Mm-hmm.
help take you to the doctor to see if you need to start. Like I had to go through a couple of rounds of physical therapy before I was able to really walk without being in pain. I think out this summer, I'm walking around now. I'm like, whoa, this is,
Thank God.
it's amazing the things that you take for granted, like just being able to
Mm-hmm.
get out your bed and go to the bathroom in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
but back to this younger generation, you're the person to lead that campaign because I do try to one-on-one talk to young ladies about marriage, about the importance, if this is
Mm-hmm.
something that you think you want to have, and to think about it at a young enough age where you might want to, if you want to have children, that you're still able to do that without going through all of the other things. Like, people say, well, so and so had a baby at 50, so and so had a baby at 45, 50, 47, 48. These people have extremes amounts of money. Is that your
Right.
is everything okay?
Yeah, it's my bad. My charger wasn't on. Yeah, go ahead.
These people, some of these people that we're talking about that are in the limelight, that are on the news, that are
Right.
celebrities, that are millionaires, billionaires, they have extremes amount of money to pay for surrogate mothers and all this kind of jazz. Just the average person, even if you're middle class or even upper middle class, you may not have $30,000 for IVF.
Right.
And
Or good insurance.
or good insurance. Yeah.
Good
Well,
insurance.
I found out from one of my Caucasian girlfriend years ago that, well, good insurance doesn't even cover IVF. That is strictly out of pocket.
No, 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 no.
For many. Oh, go
Some
ahead.
insurance now they do,
Oh,
because my I had a coworker who talked about she don't want to have any kids. And I'm like, I finally sat down and talked to her, and I'm like, girl, you are a Christian couple. Your responsibility is to have babies. You
right.
you you've been given a God-given charge as a Christian couple to have babies. Talk about she don't want to have babies. And I had a real talk with her, because what the Lord laid on my heart is not that she don't want kids. She can't have kids. So I asked her,
Oh, okay.
and this is
Okay.
what a lot of these women running around talking about they don't want kids. It's a lie. They can't have. And I said, so and so, is it you don't want kids? Because it don't make no sense. You don't want no kids. And I'm
Hmm.
not saying some people don't. I know there are some couples that don't. I know a
Yeah, there
couple
are some couples that really don't
that
want
don't.
children, and
But
that's
there
their
most
choice. Yeah,
most want. And she
most
said,
do.
no, we have problems. I said, girl, the insurance pays for the
Oh, really now?
our insurance paid for it. And she was like,
Oh,
really?
that's
I was like, yes,
wonderful.
girl. Yes. And I gave her some doctor's number, and she had two beautiful babies, two
Oh,
beautiful kids. And she had to go through that's how she got her babies, through the IVF, and the insurance paid for it. And so me and Mike, we had one, and we was trying again, and it didn't happen for us, and I was good. It was my husband. And apparently there's something going on with male fertility in the last 10 years. And the
mm-hmm.
doctors say you could look it up in the New York Post. They're doing research to find out what is
Really?
going on, because there's a lot of men like my husband who had babies, waited, and is ready to have another baby and can't.
What?
There's a lot of men. He said the doctor, and he said
I didn't know that.
I have a 28-year-old man who's he can't, and they're studying it, and so they have to do the
Wait a minute. I don't know how old your husband is right now, but you saying a 28-year-old man?
a 28-year-old man, because I was saying to the doctor, what's going on? He said there's a big thing with male fertility. He said, look it up. He said the New
Wow.
York Post did articles, and they're putting a lot of money in male infertilities because it's a big thing now. Usually when you hear a couple can't have kids, is we think it's the woman.
Mhm.
And they're begging me to donate my eggs because I had so many eggs at 42,
Mhm. Mhm.
And so he said, I have a 28-year-old
They should see Nick Cannon though. He seems to be doing all right.
couple. So they're studying to see what is it. They're thinking maybe
Wow.
it's the bottle
Yeah.
or something. But I brought that up because they
Mhm.
ran my insurance pays for everything except one thing. You will not believe what they will not pay for.
I
They
don't know.
will
What's
not
that?
pay to store the eggs.
Hmm.
Now, does that make sense? You pay to take out the egg, do everything to do with the egg, put the egg
Mhm.
in and all of it, but first fertilize the egg and the sperm and all of that, but you will not pay to store
Wow.
the egg. So what am I supposed to do with the eggs when you take it out, ma'am?
Right. Right. Right.
But
Right.
it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot. It's like like $2,000 for the year or something. But
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah,
that's
because
not bad.
if
But
you're waiting to.
insurances are paying,
Okay.
and
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
my oh yeah, they changed it, and my insurance pays up to 45.
Wow. 45,000
No, for the
or
wife is 35, 45.
oh, up to the age of
Up to
45.
the age of 45, they'll pay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I had a girlfriend, like I said, and she was on her second marriage. She had already had a set of twins with, the first husband. But when she remarried, he didn't have any children and they wanted to have a child of their own. And she had, I forget what it's called that some women have. I want to say the PCOS.
Uh
Is
huh. Uh
that
huh.
you know what that is? Yeah, something to do with the ovarian or whatever.
Yeah.
So she had difficulty, always getting pregnant. So they had to do the IVF treatment, but it was so expensive. And at that time in Florida, where she was, her job and his job, neither would pay for the IVF treatment. No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they tried everything that they could, but without any medical intervention, it was just impossible. So they finally just gave up on it. And they were like at the time, they were in their like mid late 30s. They weren't that old. They weren't that
Mm.
old. I mean, because she's a younger friend of mine. And I just felt so bad for them. I really did. But yeah, I don't know. But getting back to the couples on maths.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to think. So Nate, do you think that he and Stacia, do you think they could work out?
Well, you probably came on late, but I said I saw the
Hmm.
spoilers. I didn't want to see the spoilers until I did a video. I want to do is, do
Hmm.
you think do you think Stasha is a Brianna, or do you think she's going to be a Merla?
A Brianna. I'm thinking of Brianna.
Brianna and Vincent.
Brianna and oh, okay. So Brianna kind of changed mid-cycle because Brianna came on. When we first saw Brianna on Math, she was like, "Well, I'm this way, I'm bossy, and I'm not changing." But then when she saw Vincent and his beige self, she was
And
like,
his
"Okay."
tan.
His tan, yeah, his tan self. She was like, "Well, I guess I can change."
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Now Mirla stayed true to herself throughout the whole time with, you
Yes.
know. Yeah, well, I mean, she had no choice because that guy, he was never going to be her match anyway, right?
No, no.
He was never
So
going to be
when
her
it
match.
comes to Stasha, that's the question I'm going to be asking in the video is, do you think
That's a great question.
she will be a Brianna, or do you think she will be a Nate, a Merla?
Mirla, you know what? I can see her really leaning toward being Brianna in the beginning because it looks like for whatever reason, I mean, he really does it for her, physically. We would think about that shower scene they did, right? We just saw. He really
I
for
like
some,
the shower scene now.
I did too, but
I
he
liked it. I don't like it for him and her.
okay. I liked it. I thought it was, they look good together. But for me, I mean, just me personally, he does not do it for me. Because
Me
first of
either.
all, he's not that attractive. Like, like I guess if you just like light skinned guys that just light skin, nothing else to recommend them. First of all, that hair. We're not going to even talk about that hairstyle. That's not even a hairstyle. We're not going to talk about that.
Mhm.
But then the other thing that would not do it for me is the lack of conversation regarding and surrounding your employment and your goals and your future. I don't see
Mhm.
this guy as really at this point currently as they're taping or as we're watching it. I don't see him as really having a future.
Me either.
I don't. I mean, not enough to support a family anyway,
Not
a wife
right.
and a family. So
Right.
so that would be I would be very disengaged and disinterested at that point when I first heard that. So we would never get to the shower if I were her. We would
Right.
never, even if I was unmasked, I would be like Marilyn. I would be aloof from him. I really would
Mhm.
be. And I'm gonna say another thing. What do you think? This is what I want to know from somebody that's a regular watcher of the show. What do
Mhm.
you think about the idea of these women are so quickly giving their bodies over to these men that they just met? I think it's
It, it it
ridiculous.
it bothers me, and you probably wasn't here, but I am so uncomfortable with how Stacia is comfortable with me.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
just met the man, you in the shower filming.
right.
I just, to me, it's just too much for me.
And the other one, Alexa seems like she would quickly give up the
I
panties
think
and
she already
it,
dropped the drawers. I don't care what she said. They dropped
oh,
the
you
drawers on
think
the wedding night.
so? You
Of
think so?
course.
Oh.
As soon as that camera left, he put the dingling
But
in the
I
bed.
want okay, well listen, I wonder if it was any good because he just don't look like he would have nothing good in store for her in bed. And that's
Well,
probably why she's so angry and is going to be so retaliatory toward him later on in the season because I mean, come on. This guy
she told it on
after party.
after party that he was packing, honey.
I don't
And
care that he's packing, but you got to know what to do with that thing.
and I don't
That
know. I
thing
look
is
a li-
that thing is not thinking unless the man know what
I
he
don't
doing
know if you
with
listen
it.
to here. She said that he laid her out, but I mean, what else she's gonna say? She's not gonna say no. He didn't lay me out. You know what I mean?
Right,
She's
right.
not gonna say, "Oh no, girl, child, that was nothing. He didn't lay me out." She's not gonna say that. She's gonna say, "Oh yeah, he did it and all of this stuff." But I don't know. I don't
Mm-mm.
know. But you know what they say: men who always talk about what they can do in the bedroom usually can't do
Mm-mm.
nothing.
Mm-mm.
So
Exactly.
we shall see if you know he laid her out.
I'm not believing it. She was more likely. She got more muscles than he does. She's more
she
likely to have
she
laid him
really
out.
does. She really
I
does.
mean, did you see that man's chest? That was.
Girl, I was like, I'm gonna do a video on that, but I'm gonna be upsetting some people, but I'm going,
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know. He lost a lot of weight. I would like to see the pictures of when he was
you think that he was a formerly obese person,
he
size
has to
man?
be. He
Yeah.
has to be.
I
That's
was
why.
waiting for you or somebody else. I haven't heard this yet, but when I saw him, I said, are those childbearing hips he has?
Yeah, he has to be because his boobs is loose from he has
Yeah.
boobs. He had
Yeah.
man boobs.
He does.
That only happens when you've lost as a
A
man
lot
you've
of
lost a lot of weight.
right, right. Especially being that he's young. I mean, he's not old enough to have
Right. He's in
saggy.
his mid-30s, right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think I would like to see some pictures. That's all I'm going to say.
I would like to see pictures of a younger him too. I'd like to see pictures of him with a woman actually too, because I'm not so sure I'm convinced about him. But okay, whatever you guys are saying. But listen, I have enjoyed talking to you. Tell some of your subscribers and some of your viewers to come on over to Actually Aubrey
Oh,
channel here on
wait,
YouTube.
let me grab your link, y'all. I think Alyssa had dropped it earlier.
Oh, thanks, Alyssa. You're wonderful. Every now and then I'll
I was
see her
what you
pop
talking
up.
about. Did you watch Ready to Love last night?
I did. I did. I'm doing a panel tomorrow, and I'm going to have some surprise guests on there for our viewers. So yeah, I did. We're going to be on tomorrow about 6 o'clock or 6:30.
Is that
The
PM Eastern? What?
yes, PM and Eastern. Yes.
Okay, good. So
The
you
thumbnail is up.
message me, and
Yeah.
what?
Now,
Well,
what is
what did
this
you?
about? I got to message you about Saturday because you said that's your daughter's birthday, though, right?
Yeah, the 6th is her birthday, so we'll be going out about for dinner.
Oh, I'm gonna have to change my whole celebration party because you must be there.
I'll probably be there on the phone, but yeah, my
I
baby's
don't
gonna be.
care how you by railway, by airplane. I don't care how you get there, Janet. You just got to get there because you're an integral part of my success on YouTube, and I have to acknowledge you and thank you. So, I'll inbox you over on the other place on Instagram.
Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, dear. And I'm gonna drop down. Is there anything else you want me to do or say
Okay,
or
tell us
be?
how you do Ready to Love on your channel. Listen, cousin, check out Actually Aubrey.
Yeah,
Um,
we just finished Put a Ring on. We also have been blessed to me and my co-host. I say we. So my co-host is Alex W. Leith, who's a filmmaker in Virginia, and we actually do interviews also. What we call sit down conversations with some of the reality stars from Ready to Love. Put a Ring on It, and we're now trying to get Love and Marriage DC. We'll be covering Ready to Love obviously just started, so we'll be covering that on Sundays. We'll be doing a panel, and we'll be bringing back some of the Ready to Love alum on that panel, as well as other YouTubers that you guys have probably already seen. And if you haven't seen them, then it'll give you some new people to pick from, right? And so we'll be doing the Bell Collective, and I'm trying to think what is the other one coming on.
did the Bell Collectives come back on yet?
It started last night. Yeah, last night was the premiere for the second season.
Really?
I'm actually getting into that. I didn't watch it the first time when it came on last year. I didn't watch it, and then I had to go back and watch season one. It's actually very juicy.
I did watch season 1 and then I fell off. And Love and Marriage DC, how is that?
It's good. It's good. It kind of it was a little, it's the first season, so it was a little slow. It picked up for, they're just doing the reunion. They just had the reunion last night, so that's the end for this season. But I think they'll be coming back for a second season.
Well, I gotta
You
watch that because somebody said, what's her name? Said she shouldn't have married her husband or something like that.
talking about Monique Samuels?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
She
a
said
little
that.
well to something to that effect. Yeah, when the question was asked of all the couples, if you had to do it again, knowing what you know now, they've all been married, 8, 9, 10 years, 13 years for some couples, and 26 for the Tylers. And I was a little disappointed in her response to her husband. It was sad because he didn't say that to her. He gave a very good answer, but she said that she would have done a spiritual marriage. She wouldn't have done a marriage. Right, exactly. Your face, exactly. That was my, yeah, exactly. Like, what is that? First of all, lady, what is that? What is a spiritual marriage? And if you ever get out of it, does that give you half of his property? Is what I want to know. Because
They live in DC, right? So I don't know what the law is in DC.
well, they're actually in Maryland. They're, I think, in Potomac, so they
Okay,
actually are
Potomac.
outside of the district. Yeah, but it doesn't. I mean, my point, most places, it what she's talking about really doesn't exist. It's something that she kind of made up, if you ask me. What is a spiritual marriage? I mean, if you're married to someone and you believe in God, you're married in a spiritual realm as well as a legal realm. But without the legal paper, I'm not getting married and living with someone. That's my point. I mean, like,
Right.
what do you have to gain from that as a woman? What do you have to gain from that?
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, more importantly, what do your children have to gain from that? Your children have
Exactly.
no coverage without their father being acknowledged as their father.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get it, but I don't know. She's different. She's in that group of women I call like there are some women that are in this whole new age thing of being feminine and being not feminine, being feminist and new
Oh.
age. And what they're doing is they're really wrecking themselves by the things that they're saying and doing because it really doesn't make any real sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they want to be so.
Disrespecting their husbands and all this bull crap.
Well, like, we'll put it this way: a male comparable would be a Mitch. Mitch is so into the environment that he loves the environment so much that he would forsake someone's feelings for the environment. What sense
Mm-hmm.
does that make? Like last year on Maths, last season, Alyssa, she loves dogs so much and she loves animals so much, but she doesn't even love people. What sense does any of that make?
Mm-hmm.
How do you put all of that environment and animals that are lower than human beings? How do you make that make sense that you don't even love human beings but yet you love a dog?
Right.
But
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
I'm gonna try. I have a couple of shows I want to binge watch, and that is one because I got a lot of emails for it. But I
Mhm.
just didn't have time to fit it in my schedule, so I'm gonna try to binge if I have some time on it. How many episodes was it, about 5 or 6?
More than that. You mean for the first season?
Uh-huh.
I think it was maybe 10 and then a reunion. So a
Okay.
little bit more, but they're only an hour. So if you can get through Maths that's 2-3 hours, you can get through it.
Girl, maths is too long for me, girl. I
It's
just
too
cannot.
it's too much. It's too much. But Bell Collective gets interesting, and there are a nice amount of marriages in it, and then there's some marriages that are a little suspect, a little cheating going on, a
Yeah, I did
cheatingization.
watch season 1. I fell off
Mhm.
at the end, but I did watch
Oh,
it.
you only got a few then. Just catch up with the few that you missed, and
Mm-hmm.
I would say do that, and then do the reunion, and then you're right into this season. It's
Yeah.
They added some new people. Oh, but I want to say this real quick. Did you hear the rumor that on Love and Marriage DC that next season they could be bringing back guess who from Ready to Love? Ready to Love DC season. They might be bringing Joy and Clifton as a couple.
They're not even married.
I know. You and I know that. They know that.
I just can't. I can't. Mommy, can you do this? Say hi. Say hi to Auntie.
Oh,
Hi,
is that little
Auntie.
Michael? I see your hand.
She
Okay,
can't
you
see
got
your
a
hair. Come
nice
over here
hand.
so she can
You
see
got a
your
nice
face.
hand, Michael. Nice elbow.
Stand up so she can see your face. Show her your new haircut.
I can't see because of your title that's at the bottom is covering his face.
Oh, Michael, stand up so they can see your face.
Oh, he's so handsome, and I love
Michael
the haircut,
square.
Michael.
She's on
You look
top
so
in the right
handsome.
corner of the screen.
Oh, wait a minute. You are wearing your cookie t-shirt. I gotta order that.
Oh, you didn't see my sign? You didn't see my sign? You came in late, girl.
What? Take out the shower.
Y'all somebody better let me email my designer right now and tell him to make me this shirt before
Oh,
next
that would
thing.
be cute for the season. You could get away with that, girl. Put that up on your shelf.
Let me
Well,
email my
you and I,
designer.
are gonna have to talk about merch too, because now that they've changed the rules on YouTube, I'm gonna be doing merch.
Okay,
So I
wait
have
a
to
minute.
talk to you.
What's the new rule? I did get an email, but I didn't read.
Well, you already there because at one point you had to have at least 10,000 subscribers, but it's they dropped it down to 1,000.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
But
that's really
you
good
know
for
what?
people like me that are just new and still growing. Go ahead.
And you know what that means? What's that tell? Because now they're doing the community tab for 500. So that means
Yep.
people are not starting YouTube channel as much as they used to. That's what that says. But I
Hmm.
don't really like
What's that?
Spring because they don't bulk your order. You have to pay shipping for each, and I don't like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't. That's why I don't hardly order anything. And right now, I'm working to having everything on my channel. I
on
still
your
have
on
this
your
over here
on your like your website,
on
you
my
mean, or
blog.
on your blog? Yeah, because
Mhm.
I know you have a great blog that I've been to
Thank
several
you,
times.
honey.
I gotta send you my address actually too, because I think I got a couple of books from you, but I never got my address over to you. So, but
Oh
I'm
yes,
gonna
email me, please.
I will. I'm gonna listen, hon. I'm gonna drop down. I gotta get going. I'm
All
gonna get
right,
to the
love you, babes.
market.
Thank
Love
you.
you. All
All
right,
right,
babe. All right, take
bye.
care. Bye now.
So that was actually Aubrey. I dropped her link below. Be sure to check her out. She's gonna do her celebration next week, and she reviewed Married at I think does she Married at First Sight, Ready to Love, and put a ring on it. Robert, and then I'm gonna read these, and then I'm gonna go. Ooh, child, there's a lot of. Why did Mitch feel the need to say it's not the money for him? Because he's lying. Whenever a man says not the money, it's the money. Mitch wore a suit, but wanted his wife in burlesque. Right, makes no sense. He looked very good in his suit. Z Roberta, people who have none says such. Yes, that you could always tell broke people. Okay, but Joby, just his mouth is also reckless with his mouth telling people just rude and disrespectful. What almost 40-year-old man walk around talking about his stick? He can't afford it. Exactly. Hey, K Love, Nate's mother is definitely the savage. Absolutely. Justin has body and humor of a 12-year-old. Kenya says she loves Aubrey. Roberta Mitch said he's going without wasn't the choice, but this marriage was the only way he would get married. Right. He wouldn't get married to anybody. And I think because he wants a black woman. If truth be told, Mitch wants a black woman. Yeah, I said that in my video. He's really into black women. Here's actually Aubrey's link. Be sure to check her out, show her love and support. Mitch needs a mother figure. He does have a mother. I think it's a father he needs. These people, hey Jay Smith, these people would never be able to find love in true life by themselves because they don't want to change. They just want their partners to adjust to them without making you couple. Oh, I agree about the mom. Big competition with her daughter. No wonder she is insecure. I don't know. I wouldn't have come to my daughter's wedding like that. Her daughter's wedding at that. But when Mitch was talking about Kristen mom in front of the group, she wasn't upset. I think she used to men and folks in general complimenting her mom and saying she looks so young. Right. And she's such a pick-me-sha that she doesn't. She's like, okay, you like my mom and me. Okay, you can take my mom and me. Stephanie Cole, true. I'm sure the scrubbles inside feeling others go out about her mom. That has to hurt. Yeah. Her mom's probably still I was trying to take attention from her. Stephanie, Alexis's mom was addressed apparently either in the she was doing. Yeah. I thought so too. I said that in my video with the boobs just laying there. Okay. I just didn't like that. I thought it was inappropriate. I see Justin is a new special for a tall nobody planet. Justin needs to be gain weight, go to the gym, go. He probably had some kind of weight loss and he lost too much weight. I know I had to ask for forgiveness. I said that Justin left the clinic early. I feel like Justin lost a lot of weight and he just lose skin. Right. I think he did too, Stephanie. Alyssa, does it look like he can grow a beard? Some men can gain muscle. And I ain't never seen no man without a beard. That's another thing. I've never seen a man, at least a little scrub, something. Even little Michael think he's grown a beard. He had a little bump. He said, Mommy, I think my beard is coming. Look, it's right there. See, the people who chose cast for marriage are clever and diabolical. If only we could sit and listen to their process. Yeah, because you know what? It's an experiment. Did they not say that? Roberta, Justin needs to get into the lightweight lifting. He needs to. I always trying to blame black people for their his dad is perfect according to him. Hit the like button. Hey Kirby said hey ladies. Jason, he was mostly white folks. It's like he wants to disconnect from his black side, but the black side has probably done more for him than anybody. He wants someone to blame for his trauma, right? Like a boss B, right? He wants a boss B. I get the feeling Nate wanted a wife who was mixed or non-black. He's seen like that time. I think he wanted a white chocolate. Correct. My son was born in Germany, but because I was military, my son got a certificate of birth abroad, then got a GA birth certificate when I got orders. See? So Robert is a good example. Alyssa said medical writers is 76K. Who's the medical writer? Oh, Miguel. Maybe Miguel takes care of his family. Probably, a lot of us from, islands Hispanic, we take care of our family. Maybe Miguel take care of the family. Miguel said he left his science field. He loves writing. Miguel X was caught 3 times with inappropriate text messages. The sister feels she has to protect him. Right. That's what I was saying. Linda feels she has the debt, but feels she wants to enjoy herself and not spend money on debt. Hey, nurse Ruthie. Hi, James. How's family? Lots of love. Thank you. Good. Hey, Kirby. I think a lot of women do want that. It's just hard meeting the right man. This is true. You're right about that. A lot of women wants that. Okay. Nurse Ruthie Justin did say he's very emotional and will cry with Alexis child. I don't need you crying every time I cry. It's been a good goal of mine, but I have only been able to control my career goals. Meeting the right man has been out of my control. Unfortunately, Jay Smith, we need to talk, babes. Okay. I have a course coming up. Glad you're okay. You're now, Aubrey. Yeah. Marriage without settling for less. Yes. Amen. Men need to be taught at an early age to pursue marriage. As well. Absolutely. Me and my husband, we're teaching our little boy, so he knows. You finish school, you go to college, you get a good job, you buy a house, and you get a wife. Hopefully, the SCOTUS won't ban IVF, etc. too. Oh, I hope not. We don't, and my friends don't either. We have nieces and nephews. You don't want. Oh, you don't want to have kids. Yes, yes, yes. There are some people, couples who do not. Male infertility, food pollution. Yes, that's why they're thinking it's the bottles. They're studying the bottles. Janice, I have a stepmother who never had kids and had her first marriage to dad in her 50s, but she is constantly on me about not being married or had. See? Kimberly, you're right. I worked in billing at a urologist for 2 years and learned a lot about male health issues. See there? PCOS. Yes. A lot of women have that. And Kimberly and a lot of truck drivers have urology and prostate issues too. Really? I wonder why, Alyssa. Do you know why? Have they studied that? Hi, no Ruther for the late response. Stacia will be a Merla. You think so? I hope so, but she not giving me no Merla vibes right now. Actually, I've been jail. Let's not go back to. Don't go back to the toasty. Oh God! Don't go back to him. Says she acted like Brandon, but we'll end up like Merla. I hope so. I hope she's a Merla. Roberta says she'll make sure that post up is signed. Stacia asked him about the post up, and he looked offended. I'm not sure. He was like, "You don't have no faith in your boy," and started crying. No, we don't have no faith in you because we know what you're gonna want 50% of it. Hey, LA feels. Nate cut his hair on after. Oh, good child. Because that little these 3 little flaps hanging, I can't. Strong, maybe, Brianna. Okay. Lele feels probably edited or prompted by production. Nate is the most handsome compared to the others to me. I like Bing body, but not his ass. Alyssa always the edited. Hello, Phillips. Yes, I've been watching since season 1. Editing has been worse since Mantra became EP. I always pay attention to editing and the narrative production tries to portray. That's why we watch James Auntie's advice. Yeah, because we be getting it. We be on it, child. But wait. Did you guys see? And I think I mentioned this in maybe I have it in my notes. But did you see when Nate came? He already had a plate in front of him. Did y'all see that? Because I've been paying attention. Well, how did he order his food and he wasn't even there? LA feels Justin isn't attractive at all. I don't see anything sexy or him. Nothing. I don't even like his voice. He does have a nice personality. Clara. Hey, Clara. Hello, Jim. I never didn't know you was like, girl. Yes, honey. You know I be MIA. Yeah, I mean, hope you've been reading my posts on Instagram. I got to check them. There's actually Aubrey. Aubrey came up and Roberta came up today. Alyssa Ellis watch season 11. It's on Netflix. It had all the editing and production flaws. Pay attention to hairstyles, nail polish, voice toning when Christina talks directly to production team. That was good. No, so Justin needs to hit the gym and build some muscle. Definitely. Hi, Jen. Hey, Zelda. I also hit Summer and Love Lady. And me too, girl. Zelda, how you been doing, sis? Cause hi, Janice, how you been doing? I have been watching from the Big Elsa since Jamie slid down the wall. She was like, he's ugly. He's ugly. If it is a spiritual marriage, you won't be able to take half his income and property. You can't only pray. But she gonna fight for it. Monique says she did not get married to be a wife. But what she got married for? Roberta, what in the world? What you mean she did not get married to be a wife? What that mean? Poor princess on a pillow. Hey, but Nate did have a black friend who was wearing dreads. He was that guy that asked Nate what would he do if the sexes were. Okay. You're right. Now I'm remembering. Yes. That's the one that's he's shacking up with the girlfriend. He moved in with the girl. Lindy and Miguel is the only couple that stands a chance. Ooh, child. Janicehylton, actually, how do you feel about feminism? It's not what it was intended to be. It has become, it's the feminism this day in 20 and 22 has become a man hater. Okay, they hate men. That's what it's not why feminism began. So no, I do not identify myself as a feminist. Because I don't hate men. I love men. And feminism has started to make sure women, we vote, we get to work. And so I'm all for equal rights, okay? But I'm also all for being wise and being loved and protected and adored like Christ loved, protect, and adore the church. Anyways, hello, neighbor. Your life, Janice. It's been a while. Yes, babes. You know it take me a long time to get to these messages in a V-neck, please. Okay, wait. Oh, oh yeah, let me email him. I did. Okay. He just messaged me back. Let me send him this picture. Um, Spotify is giving YouTube big competition. This is why there are really. I heard about that, Clara. Clara, you still on? And I said I was gonna look that up. I was gonna look it up. Okay, because I'm really cutting back on my YouTube and I'm spending more time developing my stuff on my blogs, on my course collection and stuff like that. Okay. Janice, don't you think Justin on the spectrum and this is why his brother is so protected? I didn't think he's on the spectrum, but I was thinking there is something that we don't know. Ooh, I'm going to have to bring it to the cousins tomorrow. So, no, I did not think Justin is on the spectrum. Neither did I think Lindy might be on the spectrum. Neither did I think that Lindy might need some medicine. How is this going over my head this season? But these are good points. I'm going to bring it to the cousins tomorrow. Lizzie, good afternoon, my dear. To check the thumbs up button. I'm getting ready to go. Yes, Nate has at least one black friend. People, yeah, we forget it, Melissa. Truck drivers need to sit on donut pillows. Oh. Or when they showed Mark filling out his application on the matchmaking episode, but he had a ring shadow, so it was filmed after the honeymoon. Mark. Who's Mark again? Who's Mark, girl? I don't remember a Mark. Or when they showed Mark filling out his application on the matchmaking episode, but he had a ring shadow, so it was filmed after the honeymoon. I don't remember who Mark is. What was on Netflix? What? What's on Netflix? Married at First Sight 10 is on Netflix. Oh, Married at First Sight 10. Okay. I agree with Z about the diabolical married producer. Yes, yes. Nicole, I'm super late. Girl, you late to the party, honey. You late, girl. I'm getting ready to get off, get my baby some lunch, and go take a nap. Hi, beautiful. How are you? Did you get your channel approved yet, girl? We got come on now. We gotta get busy. Monique is a trish. She needs prayer, Lord. She need more than prayer. She's gonna talk about she didn't get married to be a wife. Like what in the world? What she got married to be? So there are bloopers on Netflix. Destiny. Oh my God, Destiny. How are you? Oh my God, Gia. Hey, babes. How are you? Girl, I get ready to go. I get ready to go. I got to my dad. You're late, girl. You are late. I've been up here for almost 3 hours. Do you think that Monique has childhood trauma? Definitely. A lot of us have childhood traumas, and that's why um I told my husband no. If Michael do not want to leave that thing for that boy, no, it's his. He don't have to give it. First of all, number one, he don't have to give it to him, number one. And number two, he don't have to give him that one. If he don't want to give him that one, he don't have to. Because they never gonna forget it. I'm telling you. They don't forget it. It's a trauma. Roberta, no bloopers, but you can see the editing flaws a lot in season 11. Okay. All right. Hey there, Kirby. Hey. So listen, y'all, if you have not checked out my Patreon, shown me love in my Patreon, please be sure to do so. I am working on moving my Patreon because Patreon takes a lot of your donations. I give books from my donations, but I'm trying to fix that because I'm having some issues over there. That's how you show me love. I don't ask for super chat because YouTube take 30%. Okay. But if you want to show me love, spoilers are on Patreon. Even though I don't know if I put them up there because I was trying to upload them, but it keeps giving me an error. So I don't know if I was putting up too many pictures. Yes, but I will upload the spoilers on Patreon. But that if you want to support me, like, oh my God, Cousin J, I love you, and you can support me over there monthly, $10, $20, and you get a book. So technically, it's a trade off. And I'm working on my course. I do have a price, but I'm not sure yet. But I'm just gonna tell you, it's a nice little change. Okay, it's not gonna be $19.99. It's an 8-week program for your husband lists. If you need help in making your husband, I'm telling you, a couple of girls have gone through my program and they are like pros. They message me all the time. They're like, girl, I just be dropping them like hot potato. That's coming on. I'm only going to do one course for this. Hopefully I'll have it ready for September, and then I'll probably do little things after that. And I have a big secret. 65 of you guys here. If you're not connected to me on my Janicehylton blog, go over there and fill out the contact form. I think it's at the bottom. My VA was supposed to move it up. So exactly as you go on the page, you can see it. I have a huge secret that I'm not telling you guys, but I'm going to tell you, okay? I'm going to tell you the secret, but you must be connected with me on my blog, on my Instagram. If you don't have me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Okay. I think you all should. But I'm I have something that I'm not telling you guys, and when I tell you guys, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I knew it." uh, feel like if you're not in my on my blog, right? Make sure you fill out the contact form because I'm going to release it first on my blog. Okay, number one, I'm releasing it on my blog first. Number two, I have a free ebook coming. I'm late. I am really late all summer. Summer's over and I didn't give you all nothing for free. But it trusts that, the Leah in me. This is going to be a free giveaway on my blog. On my blog and in my Patreon. And if you're not on my blog or in my Patreon, you're probably not going to get it. Okay. So go on over to janicehyltonblog.com, fill out the contact form so that you can get it. Also, my Instagram is at the bottom. I need to do better on my Instagram. I just be fooling around on my Instagram. I post pictures of the kids and my food and Mike and all of that. But I have a big secret that I'm not telling you guys, but I will. I just need a little bit more time to make sure it is what it is. Okay? Oh God, I just need about another month or so, or couple of weeks to make sure it is what it is. And then I'll tell y'all what it is. But I need you to connect with me on my blogs. So if you're not connected, be sure to be connected. Sitting too long, yeah. Janicehylton blog, go over there. I need to test case for 62-year-old available. Be test case for 62-year-old. Oh, I would love to see. I think I heard something about them doing a widow version of it. I would love to see the older people. Discombobulated. There's my Instagram. Check my Instagram for the course. Okay. Destiny, she might be expect. I ain't gonna tell y'all. But I have one Riz, Jasmine, and Katina had the same hair all season for editing. Oh. Are you dating? Oh, or she's going to be host one of the reunions dating. Oh, Alyssa says adopting. I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm not at the moment dating. It's the form, just name and email. Yes, dear. Yes. Do you guys see the form? Let me go over to my blog right now. Why is it not showing? Okay. Janicehylton.com. Okay, can you guys see? So that's my blog. So you would go over the contact form is all the way. It says shop down here. Okay, so my VA, let me email her. Let me email her. Just email her. So you go here and you put in your name. Janice. And subscribe. And you'll get that. And it's, you see where it says add us to your address book. So add us to the address book so that it doesn't go to spam. Okay. And I have some stuff coming. I'm gonna be doing some stuff on my blog. Okay, so that's it basically. But I need you guys to be connected. Make sure you are. Okay. All right. Mary UK has older Really? I need to watch that. I would like to see what the older couples do. Not talking about married for a second. All right, y'all. I've been up here for 3 hours. I love you. Okay, wait a minute now. How many of you have not joined my Patreon? Check my Patreon out. I'm going to I'm trying to move my Patreon, okay? Because they be taking the donations y'all be giving us. So how many of you have these books and have not gone back to Amazon and left a review for me? Come on, y'all. We need reviews. But my next book, I'm going to be pushing it big time on my blog. I've given Amazon enough of my money. Okay, I'm going to be pushing it mostly on my blog. So if you bought any of these books, please remember I need reviews, especially this one, because 10 Years a Girlfriend is 1 year old and she still only have she doesn't have 100 reviews yet. So I need more reviews, okay? And take the cookie off the table. Take the cookie out the shower is coming. Let me see if my guy messaged me back. I'm gonna call this little boy down here and give him some lunch. Then I'm gonna lay down, take me a nap. Excuse me. Did everybody go over to my blog and fill out that form? So as long as I've received an email from you from that address, I'm connected, correct? I want to make sure I'm in the. Yep, you're correct. You're connected. Yep. Because usually when I make big announcements, I'm gonna start doing it on my blog first. Okay, so the people on my blog and in my Patreon will know what's going on before. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go give this little boy some lunch. He's so picky. He woke up late, so. But I'm telling you, you guys are gonna be like, oh my god. All right, is everybody connected? Thank you, girl. You know I be getting them early. I need it now. But I need to get this free ebook out to y'all too. All right, I'm gonna go. I love you. Thanks for hanging with me. Thank you, my darling. So, Alyssa been going on a yacht rides in the hot sun and all this stuff. I couldn't do it, y'all. No, y'all, I just cannot with the sun. It's just too much. See, I'll be the one up there with the umbrella, like, girl, you know I can't take this heat. I show up in all white, my frozen water. I would have a bag of frozen water. Girl, you know I can't do this heat with an umbrella. Oh, girl, I'm sorry. I'm going to take me a nap. Let me get my food. Give the little boy some food. All right, babes. I love you. So Ready to Love. Did anybody watch Ready to Love last night? Anybody watch Ready to Love? Did anybody watch Ready to Love last night? Anyone? What did y'all think? Did nephew Tommy have a new setup? I'm out here enjoying Virginia Beach. Ooh, child, I just cannot. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend too, my dear. I just cannot. All right, y'all. Anybody watch then I'm gonna go. Anybody watch Ready to Love last night? Wait a minute. Yes, the first guy wants women to chase. Oh, Dusty. Yes, I watched Ready to Love Miami. Mm. I watched it along with Bell Collective. Ooh. I don't think I can watch Bell Collective this season. I got too much stuff going on in my life. But I'm definitely gonna watch Ready to Love. Hmm. All right. I love y'all. Remember, if you have not given me a review, it's simply going back over to Amazon and leaving a review for me, okay? If you got this book. Matter of fact, let me put the link down here so y'all could just go on over here from the link. Let me get the 10 Years of Girlfriend. 10 Years of Girlfriend link. I need, I need her to get to 100 reviews. Okay, Erica, what you thought about it? I don't know what's wrong with my phone, y'all. I have deleted pictures. I've gone to the phone place. I don't understand. And then there's no phones. They're having issues with phones. There's no something with some chip. Oh, there you go. Let's see how many reviews do I have. I'm at 63. Not bad, but still, I should have already been to 100 reviews already. Oh, and I forgot to. Ooh, I forgot, girl. All my ebooks are on sale, 50% off. Oh my God, how did I forget to mention that? My ebooks, I'm probably going to take it on sale this weekend, y'all. My ebooks has been on sale for like a month now because our cousins over in the Australia, Japan, India, France, Brazil are picking up the books. Apparently they have dusters over there too. I'm not getting this late, child. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to my bed. So, this is your last weekend to pick up the books if you want them because they're still on sale. Alrighty. I'll just grab this link for you. Then I'm gonna go see my little boy. Oh, I gotta get this. Let's see. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. It's gonna be a hard time to understand. Why? You're giving me a hard time. 10 years of girlfriend. Okay, here we go. Then I'm gonna go. All right, that's the link for 10 Years of Girlfriend. It's going to be, oh, it's going to be messy. Well, you know, we like messy. We like messy when it comes to Ready to Love. All right, y'all, I love you. I'm going to go. I'm going to leave this up for a minute. Let me go make my baby some lunch. I need reviews, please. Run on over to 10 Years of Girlfriend and leave a review for me. I absolutely love you. I adore you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love you. Bye. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna shut down. Thank you so much for hanging.